of the official Tierlist podcast. Today, we have a special guest, Gokanaru. We'll bring him in just a second. Just gotta finish setting up this background music that I got for us. Found this sick lo-fi Beatles shit to put in the background. Let's see here. Get him in. We're gonna bring him right now. What's up, Lex Baldwin, Priapism TV, and Nexajed? Let's lower that volume a bit. All right, and we're gonna bring him right now. What is up, Gokanaru? Welcome to the podcast.
Hi, Mike. Thank you for having me. I just choked on water.
Oh, great. That's always pleasant.
Yeah, it came out my nose, Mike.
Oh no, not
Yeah.
good. Not good.
My keyboard's covered, Mike.
Is everything going downhill as we speak?
Yeah, my electronics might short circuit, but while I'm here, thank you for having me.
Well, real quick, for anyone that may not know, what do you do on your channel?
I don't know. I'm a Minecraft YouTuber. I play
Based.
Roblox sometimes. Yeah.
Actually based.
I just like to fuck around. That's basically it. Play kids games because I'm a grown adult. I am mainly known for the video I made about H3H3 about 4 years ago now. The death of H3H3, and
Yeah.
my video about Monkey Jones, which was about his ban and basically YouTube being shitty toward him.
I still remember
And-
that, bro. I
Yeah?
I was a huge Monkey Jones fan. I've been watching
Awesome.
him since 2015, 16, around that time is when I think I started
Mhm.
watching him. And when he got
Awesome.
banned, that was like an actual shock to the system. Like,
Yeah. Totally, bro. Yeah, he wasn't even like that controversial. I didn't feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like he was actually kind of low brow. That's why it was kind of fucked up because it wasn't even like he was causing some massive controversy. He just got kicked in the balls like from a fucking stranger almost. It felt like a personal attack.
yeah,
But, oh well.
it's so weird. Like, all because he was covering Elliot Rogers, he like gets his shit taken down. Like,
Yeah, yeah. You're not allowed to joke. You're not allowed to joke. You're not allowed to make fun of fucking
awful
scary
fucking people.
like Elliot, the fucking 120-pound fucking loser.
Yeah.
The only way that a person like that could ever be scary is by giving them a weapon, right? So,
Pretty much.
yeah. That's basically what Monkey was trying to do the opposite of. He was trying to just fucking emasculate him and make him look like the little pussy that he was.
Yeah, I think my favorite video of his regarding that stuff was when he was covering the emails between Elliot and his
Mhm.
family. Like, those were really insightful.
Yeah, yeah. That was actually because that actually had some interesting commentary to it where it's like, I mean, Elliot was a piece of shit, but his family definitely didn't help the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to get your fucking video blacklisted by saying
No
the
shit.
name Elliot Rogers 6 times.
Damn it, now I'm gonna be on the FBI watch list.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they
Be
enjoy
on
this
it.
podcast.
Yeah, you already are on an FBI watch list. Let's be
Oh,
real.
true.
Anyway, okay.
All right. Well, today we are covering the Beatles. Now, I've been into the Beatles since like 2020. Basically, when I played Beatles Rock Band, that's when I got into the Beatles. And then from then on, like, I played the game, and then I'm like, I gotta hear everything. And I literally listened to all of their albums. I actually have a book here in my room called the Instrument of the Beatles that like has every listed instrument that they used, and like explains like when they got it, what songs were they used on. Like, I was super heavy into the Beatles when I was
You
younger.
fucking nerd, dude.
Dude, absolute Beatle nerd over here.
Dude, you're gonna make me look bad, bro. I don't know this much intricate details about the Beatles.
Nah, it's all good. But you do know the Beatles, no?
No.
Oh
Yeah, no,
shit.
I do. I do. That'd be pretty funny though if I came on here.
That would be
and you
hilarious if you
pretended.
like if you're like, yeah, I know the Beatles, and then we come on and you're like, yeah, I know 3 songs by the Beatles, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I know Yellow Submarine and that's
Octopus's
pretty much it.
Garden.
Yeah.
That is a
Imagine
banger though. That is a
I
banger.
only know like the most obscure fucking songs.
That'd be based though, in a way.
Yeah.
But I guess we can just start off on the tier list. So first up,
Yeah.
I've already organized it in Hey Jude. That's a great song. I already organized it from like release date.
Mhm.
So we got Please Please Me here, which is like the very first album.
Right.
That album has like 6 covers in it, and then the rest are all originals from them.
Oh, interesting. I didn't even know there was covers in this, bro.
Yeah,
Who the fuck were they covering?
Anna Go to Him was a cover, Chains was a cover, Boys was a cover, Baby It's You, A Taste of Honey, and Twist and Shout are all covers.
Twist and Shout is a cover. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was originally by the I think it was originally performed by, hold on, let me double check. I think it was the Isley Brothers, I think. No, it was it was the Isley Brothers, but they actually covered the very first version was by the Top Notes, but the Isley Brothers, which I think they're also known for You Know You Make Me Wanna Shout, that song, which is also a banger.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I saw her standing there as a pretty mint way to start off their first album.
Oh, dude, what a great intro to an album.
Yeah. Delicious. Bro, I was listening to some of their early shit in preparation for this.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I it's easy to forget because most of their like most popular songs are not like that fucked up, but bro, some of the lyrics are so fucked. I just, you know what I mean, like toward women, I was just like, holy fuck, this is like savage.
Yeah, dude, I'm sure the Red Pillars would love that shit.
Yeah.
Do you think the Red Pillars like the Beatles? They probably only listen to trap music, realistically.
Trap music, yeah, fair. There's trap music, fucking. I don't know. Are Red Pill okay? When you think of someone who's on the fucking Red Pill, like fully committed, do you think that they're like listening to mumble rappers, or do you think that they're like listening to fucking, I don't know, like those like Patrick Bateman meme type songs? You know what I mean?
I think so. There's 2 types of Red Pillars, right? They're the people that are actually following the Red Pill as it's supposed to be, traditional values, all that stuff. They probably listen. They're probably like Ben Shapiro. They listen to classical music. They don't listen to any rap. They don't listen to any like they might listen to jazz and maybe some older music, but they won't listen to like anything past the 80s, right? And then you have the phonies like, you know, Fresh and Fit, Sneeko, those people, where they use Red Pill as an excuse to just fuck all the women that they can, and then try to sell that idea. They probably do just listen like, yeah, man, I'm a Red Pillar. Hold on, let me put on my 21 Savage CD.
I'm from the Matrix, bro. I'm fucking Morpheus.
Yeah. Dude.
Literally guaranteed, yeah. Just I doubt. Well, I don't know. Maybe they have good taste in music. But,
maybe.
Doubtful.
But
anyway, I don't think that they're bopping to the fucking Beatles. I'll say that much.
Yeah. If they were, then they would truly be Red Pill. They would be based.
Yeah, exactly. That's really, when you think about it, that's what they're missing. I think they need that like John Lennon Imagine.
Right. I think
in their life. The most famous Beatles song, John Lennon Imagine.
Yeah, John Lennon Imagine. Bruh, I think I know a few people that think Imagine is a Beatles song.
I mean, dude, at this point, like, you know, I don't know for you, but for me, I'm entering a point where it's like I actually am kind of old, I guess, in the sense of like, just like my younger brothers wouldn't know fucking a single thing about the Beatles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, if somebody even heard John Lennon Imagine and were like, "Damn, that's the Beatles," I would be impressed that they would even have any kind of association with the truth, with like any of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess that's fair. No, yeah, I feel that too sometimes when I talk to my little sister. I'm 28. She's like 13. So like sometimes when I talk to her, I'm surprised by what she knows. Like I was like, "Oh, what was your Spotify rap?" She's like, "My number 1 most listened band was Green Day," and I was like, "Green Day."
Nice.
I was like, "Damn, nice, cool." And then
actually dope.
I started pestering her. I'm like, "Was my band in there?" She's like, "No," and I was like, "All right, cool, thanks." I was like, "You're a bad sister."
Piece of shit, man.
Do you guys know the Red Pill about the Titanic? Oh boy, what's that?
Is that just like see when I hear red pill, it's been distorted for me, but I imagine you mean it in the sense of like just the hard truth, like the conspiracy or whatever, like
Yeah, like
the
it's like a conspiracy theory about the Titanic.
right. What's the I'm curious, what's the fucking conspiracy about the Titanic?
I don't know. Hopefully Lex Baldwin will inform us on that.
I'm excited, Lex. Make
Wow.
it nice and spicy.
I think Please Please Me is pretty good. Like, there's most of the songs are really fun. I really like Ask Me Why. I actually think There's a Place is like underrated. I know I've seen a lot of like worst of Beatles lists and people put it there and I don't really understand it. I think There's a Place is a great song. Do You Want to Know a Secret's another great song. And of course Twist and Shout is like a killer closer.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I'm thinking A or B for the first album.
A or B? Let me think. Okay, wait up. You were saying what were your favorites from this album?
My favorites off the top of my head would be Please Please Me, Do You Want to Know a Secret, There's a Place. And Misery's really good too. I like Misery.
Misery, banger. Please Please Me, I also really like. Fuck, Boys I haven't heard in a long time actually. Is Boys good? I forget.
Boys is the one that Ringo sings, and I actually really like Ringo. Ringo's actually my favorite member of the Beatles.
Interesting.
But I think Boys is really fun. It's personally.
Yeah, I'm listening to it right now, and I agree. I think it's a low key little bop. Okay, all right, fine. I agree with A. Honestly, it was a strong start. It makes sense. They literally were the fucking sensational pop icons of the time. You got to start out with a fucking solid A behavior. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So the red pill take on the Titanic is it was sunk intentionally to kill off opposition to the feds. Doors were locked with people inside.
Damn. Why? Okay, but who were the feds killing? Like, were they gonna leak some kind of government secrets, or like I don't understand who was important enough to warrant killing on the Titanic?
But I would love to hear Alex Jones goes. I'm sure he said something like this about Titanic. Actually, that wouldn't surprise me. They intentionally locked the Titanic to kill off opposition to the Fed. Doors were locked. The people were inside. They killed their own people. And then he just starts going off.
He's just foaming at the mouth. He's been rabid for like 4 years, I'm convinced.
But the funny thing is he looked normal next to Kanye.
Yeah, bro. What
he
the
was
fuck
like, dude, he was sweated. He was like, oh, okay, but we're making sure that the Nazis are evil, right? And then he's just like,
yeah.
I don't like putting evil next to Nazi. And Alex Jones is like, oh no, shit's going down.
Bro, yeah, no, I mean, when you see his fucking outfit in that video, you know that he's gonna have some nuclear takes.
For real.
I mean, I'm talking Kanye. Like, I don't think anybody comes to a studio dressed with the zipper like fully fucking done on a hoodie, and is not ready to just ruin everyone else's night.
Yeah, like, bro. And then, oh my god, Fuentes was saying Fuentes has said wild shit in the past, but he was saying some real wild shit this time.
Bro, oh my god, okay, I didn't even expect to have to talk about this shit, but bro, Nick Fuentes is one of the biggest fucking rats I've ever seen in my life, one of the most overt rats I've ever seen. The whole time, every single clip with Kanye saying some dumb shit, you just see Fuentes smiling the fucking biggest shit-eating grin I've ever seen in my life in the corner, bro.
This
is an absolute fucking grand slam for him. Absolute, dude. This guy who literally is like, he's on fucking Cozy TV, banned from every fucking platform. He's hanging out with one of the most fucking well-known people in all of, definitely the West, but potentially the world.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's like, it's like really funny on one hand, and it's a little worrying on the other hand. But I take solace in the idea that like Nick Fuentes, like, this is probably the biggest push publicly he's gonna get to grow. But even with that growth, I just don't think he would ever be popular enough to be like I know like people said, oh, Trump was never gonna get elected, but realistically, that was like Trump kind of came at the perfect time for Trump to win. Fuentes has said shit that Trump would fucking disavow, so I just don't think Fuentes has said Like, he was literally like, yeah, well, they had concentration camps. Well, here in America, we had concentration camps as well. And it's like, you're not going to compare the internment camps to concentration camps, you fucking nut job.
Well, especially from his angle, which is like, his angle is not that those are bad. You know what I mean? His angle is that, and it was a good thing. You know what I mean? It's like it's one thing to say like, oh, it's bad that America also had internment camps. It's like, no, we should do that more. Actually, that was a good idea.
Yeah. Trump likes Fuentes, maybe privately, but publicly he said he didn't know who he was.
Yeah, I mean, I believe Trump probably just doesn't give too much of a shit about him because
Trump
with
only
crazy,
cares about one thing, Trump. That's
yeah, that's
basically
fact.
it.
And the take to have with Trump is it's like when you have guys that are that far fucking like right where to the point where like they're basically just kind of open Nazis, they're gonna fucking vote Republican no matter what, bro. No
Yeah.
matter what. We have no incentive to like suck them off or like pretend like give them any kind of credence because those guys are already his fucking guys, right?
Yeah.
It's
I will
almost
say,
like
I will say Fuentes showed himself as an absolute ass kisser. Like, he was so ready to throw Trump under the bus to say Kanye was a better candidate. He was when Kanye was like, the mask is cool. Then fucking Fuentes is like, the mask is cool. It's like, you're such an ass kisser, dog.
yo, to be straight up though, Nick Fuentes, the thing is that I don't view this shit in a way where it's like, that's disgusting, I can't believe it. Even though it can be disgusting, it's like also I see how it can be funny to like see these clips of Fuentes where it's just like, oh, he's like unironically just saying like, in like mixed race fucking couples are like degenerate or whatever.
Oh
like,
no, yeah. I think
it's like so shocking.
I
It's
think it is
shocking,
more funny than it is disgusting because Fuentes himself is a mixed child.
Yeah,
It's
like
so
it's like such
stupid.
a weird amalgamation of irony and like blunt ass fucking shock humor. But obviously, him being unironic is like fucking insane. But at the same time, that shock humor is all that I find he has. Like he literally, bro, the logic behind a lot of his takes is fucking non-existent. Like he'll lie, he'll just like bullshit and lie. But like if you listen to him talk for more than 30 minutes, bro, like I find it's pretty fucking vapid.
No, yeah. If you hear, I mean, Fuentes is good at like debating and arguing, but that's because a lot of people are actually not that good at it. It's actually pretty hard to get good at debating.
Yeah,
But
and it's all
if you hear
yeah.
any conversation between Fuentes and Destiny, every time I've seen it, and I'm not like politically, I'm like center right, like I lean a little to the right, but I always find myself agreeing with Destiny whenever they talk to each other.
Yeah, I would say like people like Fuentes. Yeah, it's not even so much that they're good debaters, bro. It's like he's just a good kind. He's kind of a good speaker, and he speaks confidently. Like confidence, when it comes to those kinds of debates, confidence trumps literal fucking knowledge. You know what I mean? If
Mm-hmm.
you know better than someone, but you can't articulate it in like a confident, coherent way, then yeah, you're gonna get fucked in a debate. And most people aren't like media trained and don't fucking live stream for 30 hours a fucking week, so they
Yeah.
don't, they aren't ready for like a dude coming out and being like, oh no, this like just dropping hot take after hot take. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anyways, that
So the Beatles.
sidetrack is over. The Beatles. With the Beatles is their next album. I think. Okay, this is an unpopular opinion about with the Beatles because a lot of people are like, "Oh, with the Beatles is a down step from Please Please Me." I think they're like neck and neck. I think there's a lot of really great songs on with the Beatles.
Interesting. Okay,
There's
let me just quickly.
Yeah, there's It Won't Be Long. All I've Got to Do. All My Loving is like an actual classic.
Yeah,
Till There Was You is a great cover. Please Mr. Postman's a great cover.
bro. Yes.
Hold Me Tight. I really love the dun 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 dun, like the constant moving of the guitars. You Really Got a Hold on Me is an awesome cover.
Yep.
Devil in Her Heart is a great song for George Harrison. This album actually has the first George Harrison song that he wrote, which is Don't Bother Me, and I think it's pretty good for his first song.
Mhm.
And then Money That's What I Want is another great cover. Like
Bro, shit, you keep saying all these songs that are covers that I literally just fully assumed were Beatles songs.
Oh yeah, this one's another one that had I think this one has another 6 covers on it.
Damn, I didn't realize their first two albums had a shit ton of covers. Wow.
Yeah, because like
Um,
they were like pumping out albums fast back then. Like they would
bro,
release
yeah,
like an
yeah,
album or two like every year. So yeah, it
yeah,
made sense that like some albums had like a shit ton of like covers on it.
yeah, yeah. They definitely nailed them. But like, I was listening to Please Mr. Postman, and tell me, okay, I don't know if you can listen right now, but tell me that the first 10 seconds doesn't sound familiar.
The wait, oh yeah, wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
Yeah, yeah. So, when I first started listening to the fucking Beatles, it was like I was probably 16. Like I was a late bloomer for music. None of my
Mm-hmm.
family listened to much music. My mom did, but she didn't share it and whatever. Um, but then I watched Guardians of the Galaxy, the
Right.
original, and I was just like, God damn, I fucking love the way they used music in this, and like obviously a lot of that was like classic stuff.
I love that
So
movie,
I
by the way.
I basically got heavy into like a bunch of fucking just classic bands from the 60s and 70s and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, bro, oh my god, my phone listens to me while I'm talking, and like Siri and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking I have a Samsung phone, and for some reason it always thinks I'm talking to it. I don't know how to shut that off. Fucking AI is listening all the time, bro. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, basically, I got massively into the fucking Beatles for a little bit, especially when you're like 16, bro. You're, dealing with fucking like high school drama and shit like that, like all the love songs and stuff like that. It's very, it's very good time probably to be listening to like old Beatles shit. But
Yeah.
long story short, I didn't even re-listen to Dear Mr. Postman or Please Mr. Postman until like literally a few weeks ago, and I realized like, tell me if I'm crazy, but does it not sound identical, the opening to Portugal the Man's song, Feel It Still?
Yes. These
Okay.
ads aren't cash money. Well, they literally are cash money for me, Vicky. Um,
Yeah, fucked.
but oh yeah, wait a minute, ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know if they confirmed it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Portugal the Man interpolated the same like vocal melody from Please Mr. Postman. But they are very similar.
Mhm.
But yeah, but I mean, to be fair to Portugal the Man, that song is basically like a throwback to that era of music.
Yeah, no, I think actually that the Beatles were copying Portugal the Man, to be
Oh,
honest.
true, actually. Dude, what if the Beatles were time travelers and they were just stealing
I
everything?
really think that's the case. I think that's why they had to kill John Lennon. That was a red pill for everyone.
Dude, he was gonna
John
leak
Lennon was
it.
killed by the CIA.
Dude, he was gonna leak it.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta hand it to John Lennon. He had the ability to travel in time, and he didn't decide to, kill any great dictators or anything like that. He just decided to steal Portugal the Man's music.
Dude, true.
But yeah, I when I realized this the other night, I looked up Portugal the Man and Please Mr. Postman, and there's a cover that actually sounds really fucking good on YouTube, and Portugal the Man commented on it, to basically being awesome. So yeah, I'm pretty confident that it was like inspired a little bit, a little fucking throwback.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all. I think,
Beautiful, beautiful fucking hook to start the song.
yeah. And the way it's just like it's super like easy, like it's one of the songs that like if you're gonna play it live, the crowd's gonna be into it because it does have that callback, the call and response thing. That like
Mm-hmm.
songs,
Mm-hmm.
those are just easy. Like okay, this is how you're gonna get your audience to respond.
Yeah.
But
Is
yeah,
that like music psychology?
call and response. I mean, maybe it is. I guess it is a bit of psychology. It's basically just, when you go like, hey, when I say hey, you say ho, hey ho, hey ho. It's like that
I see.
classic thing. But instead, they go, wait, oh yeah, wait a minute, Mr. Postman, wait, wait. Basically, like that's like that nice like little back and forth. The Weeknd does that like a lot in his music, actually.
Mm-hmm. Bro, The Weeknd, that's like a real big guilty pleasure of mine, man. I like that his music is very milky, even if he's saying some heinous shit. Like
Yeah.
it just sounds beautiful.
No, yeah, he's like, I'm so hyped for his next album because I recently got back into him because I went to Halloween Horror Nights in California and they had a house based on After Hours.
Hmm.
And I was like, holy shit, why is this so like? Because I didn't see any of the music videos. I only heard Blinding Lights, which I mean I like, but
Yeah, yeah,
and so I started watching the music videos. I caught up with After Hours. I caught up with Don FM, and I'm like, holy shit, he's gotten so much better over the years. Like he's really at the top of his game now. So I'm just
yeah.
looking forward to that third part of the trilogy.
Hmm. You want to hear something crazy, bro?
What's up?
Whoa, my brain just had I don't know. I just typed in Mike the Bike, but I misspelled it and I spelled bike with a V. And there is a YouTuber called Mike the Bike, bro.
Yeah, I know. He's got like
What?
200K or something like that.
Yeah, bro, he's making fucking Rust content. That's crazy.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
one of the people in my chat I think it was like a month or two ago, they said, "Have you heard of Mike the Vike?" And I'm like, "Mike the Vike?" No, they were saying every time I try to look up your channel, I get Mike the Vike instead, and I'm like,
Hmm.
"Who the fuck is that?"
Yeah,
And I saw it,
motherfucker.
and I was like, "That's not even a good name."
No, no. Like, Jesus.
Uh, but
What the heck?
I think with the Beatles, I think it is A tier as well, along with Please Please Me.
Okay. Okay. For me personally, I would be leaning closer to B, but I'm content with putting it in A. Just
Okay.
because I'm thinking if we're putting this in, because I'm thinking in relative terms. Maybe I'm wrong, but if we're putting this in A, then we're gonna be putting a lot of fucking shit in A.
Hmm.
You can definitely override me though, because I am not.
I think I'll put it in A for now, and then when we're going through it at the end,
Okay,
I might move it down to B.
I like that. That's a sales tactic right there. You just postpone the decision. I like it.
Yeah, exactly. So next is A Hard Day's Night. Now this is the first album that is all original music. So this has no covers. They're all either written by John Lennon, McCartney, or Harrison.
Okay, say that again. Sorry.
That this is their first album with no covers. It's either songs are either written by Lennon, McCartney, or Harrison.
Okay, all right.
I mean, this is a classic album. Obviously, it's all of them are classic
Yeah,
albums. It's like redundant to say.
that's why. Yeah, that's the only reason why I was debating putting it in A is just because I fucking love Hard Day's Night. Um, like the song obviously, but the whole album's pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, like A Hard Day's Night. I should have known better. If I fell, I'm happy to just to dance with you is actually one of my favorite songs
Yep,
out of the entire discography.
yep.
And I love her. Tell me why. Can't buy me love. Anytime at all. Uh, you can't do that.
Can't Buy Me Love is just. Mwah.
Yeah. I will say, looking at the list, I think the album's a little top heavy. Like every single
Mhm,
song on
mhm.
the first side is a
Yep.
banger. And then, I mean, I'll Cry Instead is good. Things We Said Today is good. When I Get Home is good. I'll Be Back is good. But they're not like at the same quality as You Can't Do That Anytime at All. And then everything else on the first side.
Mhm. That's fair. That's fair. um, let me think. I'll Be Back. Let me just remember what I'll Be Back sounds like.
Holy shit! I'm actually now forgetting what it sounds like.
No, I love I'll Be Back. Sorry, I there's some songs I don't remember by name, but when I hear them, I remember. Hmm.
How does it go
Yeah.
again? I'm trying to remember now.
Hmm. I'll. Oh, I guess I can't really play it, but here, let me just.
If I look at the lyrics, I'll probably remember it. I'll be back. Lyrics.
But I came back again.
Ah, yeah. Du-du-du-du. You know,
So okay, it's an interesting
if
pick
you
because
break
they.
my heart, I'll go, but I'll be back again. Yeah, that is a great song, actually.
It's interesting because they chose to fucking end on like a more solemn note in this album. You know what I mean? It's like they because the what was the previous one they ended on?
For the last album, they ended on Money. That's What I Want.
Right, and then the first one was
Twist
Scream
and
and Shout.
Shout, which is
Or,
like
yeah, sorry, yeah,
that
Twist and
is a
Shout.
banger to end on.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's interesting, bro. It's interesting to see their fucking evolution because yeah, Hard Day's Night, eh? And
And
then
the use of all the like the heavy use of 12-string guitar is so like it's such an iconic sound. Like from the first chord
Mhm,
on A Hard Day's Night, and then on You Can't Do That, that riff with the 12-string guitar sounds so good.
mhm.
I definitely want to get a 12-string electric guitar one day.
That's a lot of fucking strings, man.
Yeah, the one that they use, I probably won't ever get because that's like a $3,000 guitar.
Mama fucking Mia.
Yo, what's up, Toxic and Teddy and Ruben Slicer? Ruben Slicer says hi, Gokanaru.
Hi, Ruben Slicer.
But
How are
yeah,
you doing
I
tonight,
mean,
Ruben?
A Hard Day's Night. I feel like okay, you know what? Now that I'm looking at this, okay, I want to put With the Beatles down.
Bro, I feel like let's just put them all in A. Let's just wrap this up.
No,
Let's.
I
There's
think
no
A Hard
there's
Day's
time in
Night.
that.
We'll probably have to just argue because we're looking at it as like in terms of how much we love these, but I don't think any of these albums are gonna go below B realistically.
Yeah,
So, but
Abbey Road, they fucking. I've heard that the Beatles themselves don't like Abbey Road too much, but even like that is still a fucking.
I think
banger.
that is their best. Like, I think that is my favorite album from them, Abbey Road.
Interesting.
I
Wow.
think their best album objectively is probably Sgt. Pepper's, but Abbey Road
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like my personal favorite.
Sgt. Pepper's like the fucking like the obvious like magnum opus fucking concept album. You know what I mean? So yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, hold on. Someone in my chat said something that's actually retarded. What about their fashion that's L tier? Are you retarded? How iconic is every single type of clothing that they wore? From
Yeah,
the
bro.
suits, iconic. Then they go on to the hippie shit, iconic. Then they go to like the on Abbey Road, what they look like. All of it's iconic. Bowl cuts.
Yeah, bro. This isn't some fucking hippie bitch on TikTok just fucking like, you know, adopting a trend for fun. They fucking created these trends, bro. They were living this shit. Maybe they fucking found them from other people, but they were literally fucking creating these exact trends that are now being fucking like copied basically to be like hipster or whatever.
I love how when they talk about like back then, like oh yeah, everyone was like that people made the theory that they were wearing wigs, and John Lennon's like, oh, you know, it's because, or maybe it was Paul McCartney. It was Paul McCartney who was like, oh, it's because like all the older gentlemen in the audience see us, they're rocking our long hair, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's funny how that was considered long hair, the mop top.
Dude, that is funny. Yeah. That man, dude, I've never seen people rock bowl cuts as hard as these guys, bro.
For real, any other person with a bowl cut looks like a loser, but the Beatles look
Yes.
cool.
Yes, that's facts. Yeah, man. And then they eventually fucking actually had long ass hair. No, at least obviously John did, but
Oh, yeah.
George Harrison as well. Yeah.
They all had long hair. I think Paul had the shortest, but his still was a bit long.
Yeah.
Did you see that Get Back movie that came out this year, by the way?
Get Back? Let me just check. I did not, by the way.
It came out. It basically was Peter Jackson. They apparently
The
found a
fuck?
shit ton of archival footage from the Let It Be sessions, and it actually revealed that while it was still tumultuous, there was a lot of positivity to the making of that album as well, and he wanted to like show that to the world because obviously the common perception of Let It Be is like it was like an awful album to record because of
Right.
how much it put the Beatles through. So he wanted to put up this new stuff so it might change the perception of Beatles fans so they could see that
Bro,
it wasn't all bad. There was a lot of positives that came recording that
Yeah.
album.
bro, Peter Jackson. I'm fucking jealous of this man. This guy created probably the most iconic trilogy of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Then fucking absolutely destroyed his mental health for like 3 years to grind the fuck out of finishing The Hobbit. And ever since then, this fucking guy has just been making whatever the fuck he wants, bro. He made that World War One documentary as well. Like he's just all over the place doing like whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
He's a real filmmaker, that guy. That's weird though. That's interesting. Because
Yeah.
I've seen like like Martin Scorsese has made kind of documentaries about like the Rolling Stones and shit like that. It's it's interesting when like a famous ass director is just like, yo, all right, let me explore this like random band from the '60s for a bit.
Yeah. Uh, I would definitely recommend Get Back. Like, really, really good movie.
I'm definitely gonna check it out. I actually am curious because yeah, I don't imagine that like late stage Beatles. I always just imagined that it was like falling apart and they were just like trying their best to fucking keep it together.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, I'm gonna lower Beatles for Sale to a B, and then I'm gonna put A Hard Day's Night and Please Please Me at A tier.
I agree with that. I think that's fine.
Now this next album might actually be B tier. Although I say that. Okay, this is just what I'm gonna say outright. I love pretty much all of their songs. There's like 2 Beatles songs I don't care for, but there's everything else I do at least like. But you know, there's different tiers to it within, like, because the thing is, like, I think the reason why we're rating all this so high is because we're just going based off how much we like it versus in comparison to each other, where do they rank. But I think
Right.
we could do that at the end. Like, we can say, okay, is this album better than this album?
Right.
But for now, like, just ranking them like this, I think is fine.
Yep.
Beatles for Sale. So this, again, has like 6 covers on it. It has Rock and Roll Music is a Chuck Berry cover. Mr. Moonlight is a cover. Kansas City is a, I believe, Little Richard cover. Words of Love is a Buddy Holly cover. Honey Don't is a Carl Perkins cover. And Everybody's Trying to Be My Baby is another Carl Perkins cover.
Yeah. I didn't know any of those were covers. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I mean, this album's great too. No Reply, I'm a Loser, which is relatable. Babies in
No,
Black.
no, no. Fucking Beck, bro. They stole this one from Beck. I'm telling you.
Dude, they're stealing from Beck now. We need to cancel the Beatles.
It's fucking bullshit, man.
Dude, unbelievable.
We should revive John Lennon and kill him again.
Based? Actually true. Hashtag kill John Lennon again.
Oh, hashtag respawn. Fucking spawn.
He's like, oh, I'm back to life. Just dead.
Mob grind John Lennon.
All Follow the Sun is a beautiful song. Mr. Moonlight, okay, Mr. Moonlight is another song I've seen on a lot of like worst of lists. I think that song's awesome. John Lennon's vocals are like really, really good on that song.
I think you're a fucking idiot, bro. That's a shitty song.
Damn, I just got wrecked. All right.
No, I think it's good. I think it doesn't pop up for me as like one of my all-time bangers, but I definitely don't think it's shit.
Mr. Moonlight, the thing is, like, the way it starts off, it like hits you right with like this awesome shout from John. It's like, oh shit, and then it's just chill. 8 Days a Week, great song.
Oh fuck yeah, that's an absolute classic. Yeah, is that a Beatles original?
Yep, that's an original. Apparently,
cool.
they got the title from, they got into like this taxi, and this dude was like, they were like talking, and he's like, yeah, I've been working 8 days a week, and they were like, oh man, that's a great title for a
That's a
song.
fucking good line, bro.
That's actually A Hard Day's Night. Actually came from they were doing a recording session, and they finished, and then they basically were recording from day until night, and so Ringo was like, oh, that was a hard day's. And then he looked outside and realized it was night, and he said night instead of a hard day's work. So that's where that title came from, A Hard Day's Night.
Man, how fucking sick would that be to just be like having like 4 dudes and just every fucking random little idea you have is just like absolute gold.
I mean, I can relate to that so much because with my band, there's things like that. Like, so we were recording one of our songs from our first album, Surfing in the Sand. We were recording it, and sometimes when I'm doing vocals, I'm like, I'm in a playful mood, so I just start making like weird, like I start shouting or doing weird noises into the mic. Yeah. And at one point I coughed, and we just found out like we could actually stretch audio files to get like to like, so like instead of going it would be like it would be like it's stretched out. So I coughed into the mic, and I'm like, hey, hold on, stretch out that cough and see what it sounds like. And it was this. It's at the very. If anybody's heard in the chat, if any of you guys have heard my Surfing in the Sand, at the very end there's this really weird glitchy vocal sound. That is the cough that's stretched out. It's like it's just fun when you're like hanging out recording, and then you just come up with random shit.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that in my bones. I like. I mean, I can't relate on a musical level, but it's it's sometimes weird when like um you just have a random dumbass like little fucking idea, joke idea or something, or like you do something innocuous, like you don't even realize you did it, and then while I'm editing, I'm just like, oh, that was funny. I'm gonna like zoom in on that or whatever.
Yeah, it's like sometimes you're just in the middle of working, something funny happens, and you're like, I'll
Yeah.
actually keep that. I'll keep that. It's just it's like the little things that most people probably will just like not even notice, but like you as the
Mhm.
creator, you're like, I like
Yeah.
this. I noticed this. This is
It
saying.
shows you're having fun. Fuck. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not like you AI generated the fucking song title.
Like a cowbell? Dude, my band needs more cowbell in our music. Or the triangle? Oh, you're saying musically. I think a cowbell is very in your face sound wise, but a triangle is something that is really like for example, in the original, I have a perfect example of this. The Circle of Life, the original version and then the remake version. The original version has a triangle in it and the remake does not. And I never noticed it until I heard the remake and the original back to back. And I appreciate it sounds silly, but I appreciate the way the triangle is in the song so much more listening back to it because it just keeps the rhythm
Mhm.
going throughout the chorus.
Yeah.
But yeah, Beatles for Sale. There are a few good songs. What You're Doing, I think, is actually a good deeper cut.
Okay.
Every Little Thing's another good deep cut, I think. But I mean, this album's just like, I think this one's B tier.
Yeah, I could totally agree with that. Yeah. The only one that actually, let me just see. Mm, yeah. Fuck. Okay. Yeah. There's only two that I know are just like I really love. Um, and that's I'm a Loser and fucking 8 Days a Week. There's probably a couple others that if I really listen, but yeah, I'm fine with B. That makes sense, I think.
Yeah. If you play Triangle, you should think about ending it all. It's not very nice, Teddy.
All right, so now we have to do a song that's entirely triangle. We got to make it go hard as fuck, and maybe chuck in a couple cowbells in it as well.
Bro, cowbell. Cowbell is actually super fun. Love cowbell.
Bro, make some kind of synergy between the triangle and a cowbell. I don't know. That might be sonically very intriguing.
Maybe I should actually now I'm starting to think of an idea. Hold on, let me write this down real quick. Cowbell.
Mm-hmm.
Triangle. Tooth. Okay, all right. I got the idea written down actually. I do like to come up with random ideas and bother the other members about it because most of the time they're just like, well, why would we do that? And I'm like, just try it
Mm-hmm.
out. And
Yeah,
sometimes it stays, sometimes it doesn't. But
yeah. That's the nature of collaboration.
yeah. So Help is the next album, and again, this
Yeah,
is
banger.
oh no wait, there's two songs that are covers, but everything else are originals.
Yeah, I really like Help.
I mean, Help, The Night Before, You Gotta Hide Your Love Away. I Need You is actually like I think in my top 5 favorite Harrison songs. Another Girl, You're Going to Lose That Girl, Take It to Ride. Act Naturally is one of Ringo's best songs.
Yep.
It's Only Love. It's Only Love is a little weird, but I do still like it. You Like Me Too Much, another really fun Harrison song.
Super. Yeah, this is where the lyrics get so funny. Like sometimes,
Yeah.
I don't know. They really you can tell they were fucking around.
Yeah, like You're Gonna Lose That Girl is literally the reverse of She Loves You. Like She Loves You is just like, hey man, this girl really likes you. So,
Right,
you
right.
know, and
And the
then
other's just like,
You're Gonna
bro,
Lose Your Girl. Yo, I'm gonna steal your girl. You better fix your shit up.
you better fucking pay attention, buddy, because I definitely am.
Bro. It's actually, dude, they become Giga Chads on this album.
Honestly, bro, and I love the opener as like, it's not a fucking love song. You know what I mean? It's like it's not like a ditzy fun song. It's actually kind of an interesting, like almost crisis song. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah, it's like
a bit of a
it's like him being like, I actually need help at this point. Like I'm not
it's
doing
yeah.
well.
Yeah, it's like if you're thinking about the Beatles as like as like the Justin Bieber of this era, which it's not really comparable, but just
Right.
I guess in terms of popularity. Um, yeah, I don't really imagine Justin Bieber starting with his album with a song is fucking like overtly kind of, I guess jarring as hell.
And then this album does have arguably one of the most popular songs of all time from them, which is Yesterday.
Yeah, true actually. Yeah. No, yeah,
And
precisely.
despite how big that song is, I don't actually think it's overrated. I think it's justly rated. Like, Yesterday is a really, really good song.
Yeah, that's McCartney singing mainly, eh?
Yeah, it's just McCartney, an
Yeah.
acoustic, and then some strings.
Bro, like perfect use. Like McCartney's voice is mint in this, like mint.
Yeah, really, really good. The songwriting's really good too. And then it closes. All right, this is the one critique I have of this album. It closes with "Dizzy Miss Lizzie," which is a fine cover, but like, how are you gonna put that after Yesterday? Like, you should have closed it on Yesterday, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
but that's like a nitpick. Otherwise, I think this album is another. I don't know. Is this S tier? I'm not sure.
Ooh. Yeah, see, this is why it gets interesting, is because I think in relation to the two that we have in A tier, this is
Clearly a
This is
tier
better.
above.
yeah. So, given our logic, I would imagine S tier.
Oh shit.
It's
think-
tough.
I feel like by the time we're getting to Revolver, we're moving all this shit a tier down because Revolver
Yeah,
is
Revolver.
literally. You know what? I'm just gonna preemptively put these in C, these in B, and this in A. I feel like that's literally what's gonna happen, anyways.
Yeah, I think that's correct. I think that's the right move.
All right, Rubber Soul. Now this is where they start getting really experimental. This is like
Yep.
where you start seeing the beginning of their experimentation and shit. Again, another banger album. There's Drive My Car, Norwegian Wood, which is like
Beautiful.
first time using a sitar in a song.
Beautiful. Fucking. Oh my god. Yeah, that's two real hard openers, bro.
You Won't See Me is another awesome song. Nowhere Man,
Oh my god, I didn't even realize that. Yeah. Wow.
Think
Yeah.
for Yourself, which has like a fuzz bass instead of a guitar, which is it's such a badass sound. The Word, Michelle is a fucking banger love song.
Bro, I'm getting excited.
What Goes On, another great Ringo song. And this is actually the first time Ringo has like some songwriting credit.
Hell yeah.
Girl, I'm Looking Through You, In My Life, which is I think in my top 5 songs from the Beatles.
Me too.
Wait, If I Needed Someone is like my favorite song to play on guitar from the Beatles.
Wait, okay. Let me listen real quick. Oh, I see. Okay. I actually don't like. I'm not super familiar with If I Needed Someone, but almost everything on this album I'm like very acquainted with. Bro, and the end with Run for Your Life is so funny, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's
A
so
lot of people
funny.
actually don't like that song. They're like, oh, it's like
it's awful.
I like it. I think it's fun.
Sorry, it's awful, but like absolutely, it's like sonically, it's fucking interesting. You know what I mean? I'm saying it's like awful, like
Lyrically,
just conceptually. You know what I mean? But
yeah, it's like, hey
in terms of
man, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
yeah, execution though, it's like quite
The slide guitar. It's like such a weird way to end the album.
Bro, look, Run for Your Life. Funniest Beatles song to me, bro, because it's just such a jarring, not what you would associate the Beatles with, especially probably at this time.
That's John Lennon's Eminem song. He wanted to be Eminem for a bit. So
yeah.
Let me put something really harsh at the end.
Yeah, he wanted to do one for the Catholics to protest his fucking his band, his concerts.
True.
This is probably around the time when he said they were as big as the Beatles, or sorry, that the Beatles were more popular than
Jesus. Which I get why. I don't really get like no. I'm sorry. I get the anger from Catholics, but it's like when his response to that by saying I wasn't saying we were greater or better, which is true. He didn't say they're greater or better. He said they're more popular, and that's true. Fucking TV is more popular than Jesus. Like.
Yeah.
God, that's so funny. Like the shit that causes controversy throughout the years.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's. I mean, if you compare John Lennon quotes to Kanye West quotes,
Uh oh.
Kanye's a genius. I would say
True.
he's the clear genius. I think that actually, I think that John Lennon actually came to the future and just stole a bunch of quotes from Kanye, and
Dude,
that's actually
John
where
Lennon is a
he.
confirmed time travel thief.
Yeah, I think he's a time travel plagiarist, which is the worst kind because you can't fucking tell.
True. Actually, true.
We need to revive him and execute him. But dead ass, this album, I didn't even realize because like again, I didn't really listen too much when I was growing up by the album. You know what I mean? I just fucking let like a random playlist play.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, I didn't realize how loaded this album was, bro. Nowhere Man is one of my favorite Beatles songs
It
for
is
sure.
a really great song.
Awesome song. Like lyrically, probably them like super ascending, like being just fucking on point.
Yeah, it's really like introspective on John's part, and then the vocal harmonies on like a musical level, the vocal harmonies on that song are like really really good.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah. Man, I'm glad that you know, I was nervous when you brought me on for this topic because I'm not an expert at all, but god damn, it feels good to be able to like talk about a topic where it's just like, yeah, no, all of these are pretty fucking good. Like I don't actually really have to shit talk anything.
Yeah, it's just a positivity stream basically.
Mm-hmm.
But Rubber Soul, I think it's A tier, easy A tier.
Yeah, yeah, it's verging on S for me, but I will settle on A just because I know there's a lot coming.
Oh no, it's close to S for me, and I might even bump it up
Yeah.
at the end. But Revolver, now I already know this is going in S, but
I wonder if Rubber Soul is when they started, you know, dabbling like heavy.
oh
with-
yeah, they already started. I think it was around the time Beatles for Sale is the first time they did weed. They did the
Wow.
Sticky Icky.
They fucking they went from 0 to 100.
Dude, they went to Benjamin City, like straight up. Bro, they, dude, they. I think. I don't remember when the first time they did LSD was. I think it was actually when they visited Elvis. And they.
It's so funny hearing you say that because it's like, holy fuck, yeah, you forget that like, yeah, this is like a historic kind of thing almost. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like weed and fucking LSD were super, you know, culturally popular or whatever. Like they were actually this was like real experimenting in the sense of they were just fucking doing it as like as it was like being introduced, I guess, right? Like LSD wasn't it created in like the fucking 50s or 60s?
Oh, I don't remember. Let me double check that actually. LSD. Is there a date?
No, I'm wrong. It's in the fucking it was right before World War II.
Oh yeah, Swiss chemist Albert Hofmann in 1938.
Damn, a gift to mankind.
Well, I guess that debunks the whole Alice in Wonderland was written in LSD though,
Wait, why?
because Alice in Wonderland I think is from like before that.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. You were talking about the book. My bad.
Yeah, no, not the movie.
I don't even know why I.
The movie, but they might have actually been on acid doing the movie though.
Yeah, like you're talking about the animated movie, right?
Yeah, animated movie, yeah, maybe, but like the book came out in 1865. Damn, I didn't realize it was that
Yeah.
old.
I actually know a little bit about that author. It's interesting a little bit, but he. Okay, I don't know if this is actually a bit slanderous, but it's a little bit unsure or whatever, but like he could have potentially been a bit of a pedophile, not super overt, but like basically he wrote Alice in Wonderland for a girl who was very young, basically, that he it was, I believe, a family friend, and he had to like kind of hang out with her a lot, and I don't think that they ever did anything romantically, or anything like that. But yeah, people just like speculated a lot that he like was in love with her, and like I'm pretty sure she might have been Alice. Her name might have been Alice, but either way, I'm very confident the main character was based on her. But yeah, it's interesting though. I don't know.
Uh, that is an interesting theory. I hope it's not true, but
Yeah, sorry.
I could see. No, I could see how people could come to that conclusion, and also back then, like, I mean,
Oh yeah, it wouldn't even have been out of the
wouldn't
ordinary
have
to
been
like.
surprising.
No, yeah, well, bro, like 1800s, like when you're in like a kind of semi-royal-ish family, for to be like organized marriage with like a fucking 13-year-old, I guess it's not even
Yeah, I
that
mean,
that time
Elvis
not cool.
got with his girlfriend when he was like when she was 14, so
How old was he? Goddamn.
he was like 20 something.
Oh my, oh my.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Um,
Elvis.
but Revolver. So it opens with Taxman, which is a sick song. Eleanor
Beautiful.
Rigby. I'm Only Sleeping, which has a reverse guitar solo, which I mean is one of the coolest things I ever heard growing up. Love You Too, another song with sitar in it. Here, There, and Everywhere is like one of my favorite love songs, hands down. Yellow Submarine, classic.
Yep.
She Said,
I'm
She
Only
Said.
Sleeping I like a lot, by the way. Like
Oh yeah,
we kind of ran over it, but that one's really good.
that one's. I'm Only Sleeping has the perfect, like, it perfectly encapsulates that tired feeling that it's clearly going for. And then reverse guitar solo is like actually so cool. Like when I was listening to it, I was like, I've never, I'm in 2010. I'm in the year, no, 2011. And I'm like, how is this my first time ever hearing a reverse guitar solo? And this song is from like 65 or something like that, 66. It's like crazy creative. Good
Yeah.
Good Day Sunshine and Your Bird Can Sing is I actually really really love the song because it has like this dual guitar playing throughout the song. For No One, Dr. Robert, I Want to Tell You, Got to Get You Into My Life, and then the ending, Tomorrow Never Knows, is like, it's just like indescribable. It's so crazy and cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It's beautiful. The And Your Bird Can Sing, actually, I don't even know that song too well, but I just listened to the opening, and yeah, it sounds very nice.
Yeah, it's really good.
Good Day Sunshine, fuck. Yeah, you can definitely, yeah, Yellow Submarine, you can definitely see them mentally fucking preparing to write shit like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds and I Am the Walrus and stuff.
Yeah.
This is like before. This is like they're teetering on the edge of fucking a real psychedelic experience here, especially even the fucking album cover.
Yeah, the album cover is like actually crazy.
Yeah, especially probably for that time, it's pretty abstract.
I think this is an S tier album personally.
I don't disagree. I'm not gonna fight that. I think that is probably accurate. Yellow Submarine is fucking insanely iconic.
Yeah, I know people like to make fun of it because it's a children's song, but it is so wholesome though. It's a cute song, and I think the intent was for it to be a children's song.
Yeah, Eleanor Rigby always hit me in a real weird way because I actually don't super like listening to it because it has a weird ass kind of tone, or sorry, like undertone, you know what I mean? And obviously kind of overtly the lyrics are a bit depressing, but I just find it very interesting of a song. Like it sounds good and stuff. I just find when I listen to it, I'm just like, god damn, this is some deep shit.
Yeah, it's not a song I put on to have like a good time. It's definitely a song I listen to for a specific mood. It's like,
yeah, I want. Do you know anything about the origin of it, or like the lyrics or anything? Because I'm just
think
wondering.
if I could be mixing this up with a theory, but I think the case was that they saw a tombstone with the name Eleanor Rigby, and that just basically lighted up Paul McCartney's brain to write a whole song based on that name.
Dude, that's kind of fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Just imagine that you die, you're dead, you're chilling. Motherfucker just walks up to your grave and is like, "All right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna sing a song about how you're a miserable cunt." Basically,
Bro.
not. I guess maybe not, but
He
you
no
know,
he
I guess
no. Paul McCartney dropped a diss track on her, and she was already dead.
honestly, yeah, that was a bit uncalled for from Paul, but maybe you never know. Maybe John Lennon maybe he traveled to the past and he like knew her, you know. So maybe it wasn't really like just a out of nowhere type of thing.
True. He probably gave Paul like, "Hey, she really was a miserable bitch. Go ahead and write that song."
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking actually. Yeah, yeah. No, fuck you, Eleanor Rigby, if you're listening to this.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah, no. Honestly though, if all of all the people to drop a diss track on you after you die, I don't think that you could have it better than the Beatles.
Yeah. Actually, true. Bro,
Yeah.
imagine if like, dude, the Beatles doing a song about you is probably like crazy.
I mean, that's historic. I mean, you know what I mean? That's not getting forgotten as long as humans are walking and shit.
Yeah. So next up, we've got Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band,
Hmm.
which is actually like just filled to the brim with bangers. We have the opening, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Then we have With a Little Help from My Friends, which is arguably Ringo's best singing. We've got Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Hmm.
We've got Getting Better, which has an awesome lyric about Paul McCartney admitting to beating his wife, but you know, I guess it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah. Wait, say that again? Sorry. What?
There's a lyric in Getting Better where he's like, I used to be cruel to my woman. I beat her and kept her
Yeah,
apart
yeah,
from
yeah.
the things that she loved. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay,
There's a
holy shit.
slight,
Why would you?
slight self-report on good old fucking. That was wait, was that our boy?
That's
Was
Paul
that fucking
McCartney.
fucking Paul McCartney? Goddamn. Yeah, Paul McCartney was in his phase where he was like reflecting on that and being like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that. And then John was like, no, wait up, that's kind of that's kind of a good idea actually.
John Lennon's like, I should try that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind for when I need it.
I do like the chorus though when he's like, "It's getting better all the time, better," and then John Lennon's like, "It couldn't get much worse." Just like a little like cheeky response.
That is cheeky. That is cheeky.
Um,
Fuck.
Fixing a Hole has a really cool guitar solo in it. She's Leaving Home is like really out there with the They basically, I think they told this story. They were reading like a newspaper and they saw a story about this girl who had ran away from home, and that inspired the whole song. Being for the Benefit of Mr. Kite is such a weird literal circus song. Within You Without You is like crazy psychedelic with all the sitar and Indian inspiration. When I'm 64 is a sweet, sweet love song. Lovely Rita is another good song. Good Morning, awesome song. And then A Day in the Life is the closer, which is like, that probably is the best closer on any Beatles album.
That's absolutely one of my favorite Beatles songs right there. It's beautiful.
Yeah. But I would say, again, I think this album's another S tier album.
Yeah, yeah. The Day in the Life is an interesting fucking song. Apparently, it was about some like local politician type of guy who was like, you know, young, had a lot of potential, and he fucking I think accidentally ran a red and just died. And yeah, I find that interesting that and a lot of their fucking music was inspired by real people. And it's like, especially like there's kind of like sadder stuff. It's like these are real people that they're just like kind of, you know, and taking the inspiration from. I think it's cool though. I think it's cool. I don't actually think it's that disrespectful. I think it's like, you know, they're already fucking dead. Fuck them.
I mean, yeah, like you get inspired by shit. I don't think there's anything wrong with writing the shit you're inspired by. I think
Yeah.
all is fair. And it's good music, so at the end of the day, at least he didn't use someone's death to make a shitty song, right?
Yeah.
That would be disrespectful.
You didn't J station their death.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, and it's not even like popular. It's not even like a fucking. Another artist or anything. It's just like a random ass person.
Yeah.
Um, I want to see the lyrics for fucking Day in the Life. One sec, because I'm trying to remember how they spun it.
They're like, I read the news today, oh boy.
hmm
Oh, fuck, what? Now I'm forgetting it.
Yeah,
He blew his mind out in a car.
yeah.
Right, about a lucky man who made the grade, and then, though the news was rather sad, well, I just had to laugh. I saw the photograph. He blew his mind out in a car. He didn't notice that the lights had changed. A crowd of people stood and stared. They seen his face before. Nobody was really sure if he was from the House of Lords.
Oh, such fucking awful lyrics, but like just beautiful.
Yeah.
Like just fucking beautiful. Like absolutely undeniably beautiful. But like that's what I love. Like that
It's
contradiction where it's like, yeah,
it's so
this is kind of,
dark, but it's
it's like yeah, it's
beautiful.
almost bro, it almost feels like um I honestly think that John Lennon he fucking traveled to the future and watched like Taxi Driver or even Joker or some shit. And this is like from the perspective of a fucking like a guy who's fallen off the face of society, and he almost like takes pleasure in seeing other people's misfortune. You know what I mean? Not in
Yeah.
like a real like I'm actually happy, but almost in just like a this is just entertaining. You know what I mean? Like it's interesting, bro. Because like think about the perspective of the person singing this shit.
Yeah, he's like laughing at the fact that this person just died. I read it. I think that is one way to look at it. The way I read it was more like it's such a tragic thing that your mind can't process it, and you like have to laugh instead.
Yeah, yeah, I could definitely see that interpretation. But for me, what I'm seeing, or the way that it always fucking like it was like this song, bro. This song's like a smack in the face to me. I am really a big fan. You actually might know this already, just because of shit we have. Like I fucking worked on a song with you.
Mm-hmm.
But like I love sharp transitions in a song, bro. Like I love when it's just like it just takes you down a path and then it's like no longer on that path. Like you're just like, oh, we're somewhere else now.
Oh yeah, like the way like when all the orchestra starts getting really crazy and
Yeah,
cacophonous, and then it just sharp turns into the Paul McCartney segment.
yeah, bro. Like I'm not like exaggerating. This when I fucking listened to this when I was like 16, I was like, God damn, that's so. You feel like the fucking power like oozing out of the instrumentals and shit. Like it's very powerful, and then it's like boom, hard cut to just a dude getting ready for work. You know what I mean? Like just like the most banal, like completely fucking like mundane lyrics that are beautifully just like casually cute, even like cutely fucking sung by McCartney. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Apparently, the instructions they gave to the orchestra was they on the music sheet they basically said go from your lowest note to your highest note within this span of time, and that was the instructions that all of them had. So that's why like it has that gradual growth, but if you're like listening to specific instruments, they're not like nothing is in key. There is no key to this segment of the song. It's literally just noise. It's like noise rock in a way, like really early noise rock. It's so like crazy experimental.
Yeah. I'll say. Okay. Fuck it. I'm curious your take. Do you think? Okay. Do you think? I know that obviously this is extremely abstract. It's not like there's an objective truth or whatever. But do you think that, the basically like the majority of the song is sung from the perspective of one person, and then the guy who wakes up, like the McCartney lines, do you think that's just another person, like a different guy, or do you think that that's like the same kind of person but like a different perspective?
I think it is a different person, different perspective,
I
because
agree.
at the end of the song, at the end of the day, the song is just called "A Day in the Life," right? So all
Yeah.
these different little things that seem unconnected are connected in the one idea that this is just another day. Like, oh, someone died in the paper today. Well, that's happened before. Oh, there's 1,000 holes in Blackburn, Lancashire, or however you say it. Well, that's just another day. Oh, I woke up, got out of bed, and went to work. I had a smoke. Okay, that's
Yeah.
another day. Like, all of these are just like your everyday events that just happen, and some of them are mundane, and some of them are tragic, and some of them, it's just life. And
Yeah.
and then another thing with the way the song ends with that one note, it's like such a long stretch. I don't know if it still holds the record of like the longest natural note held, but like usually like some people when there's like a long outro they skip it. I feel like whenever I do hear this song, I feel like I can't skip that part. It's like you gotta like let it just settle in because the whole song is like it's kind of like an experience basically.
Yeah. I'll say, yeah, it's interesting how the guy keeps saying like, I just had to laugh, I just had to look and shit like that.
Yeah, I'd love to turn you on.
Yeah, right.
That was really spicy for the time too.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, that's like showing ankles or some shit. That was probably a big controversy, but damn, yeah, true. I didn't even. You're right. I wasn't even processing that, but like just randomly going from that tone to "I'd love to turn you on." You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck is going on? Oh man. I mean, that do be how the male brain works sometimes, though.
True. Gotta get into the instincts,
That's just a day in the life.
Collarbone? What, Vicky? Why are you talking about collarbones?
Why are you talking about collarbones, huh?
Yeah. Dewey Cox? Wait, what? What is going on in my chat? It sounds like he was tripping balls on acid and shrooms. I still haven't watched Joker. It's a good movie. You should watch it. Vicky, well, that's not true. Oh, yeah, Dewey Cox. What? All right, anyways.
Chatterbots.
Magical Mystery Tour is the next album.
So I guess this is when they fully commit to the psychedelic wave, or...
This was like... This, funny enough, even though this is considered canon, this was actually only released in America, but this was from their movie. This one has Magical Mystery Tour, which is a really fun intro. The Fool on the Hill, Flying, which is their first instrumental. Blue Jay Way, Your Mother Should Know, and then I Am the Walrus.
Yeah, iconic.
I Am the Walrus is crazy. Hello Goodbye, Strawberry Fields Forever, Penny Lane, Baby You're a Rich Man, and All You Need Is Love.
Shit, it's actually interesting because a lot of these are actually like some of their hugely like massive songs.
Yeah, like this one's like the opposite of Hard Day's Night, where the Hard Day's Night had a lot of bangers in the beginning of the album. This one has all the bangers at the end of the album.
Right, yeah, it's like, yeah, the last four are like all absolutely fucking massively classic.
I love Baby You're a Rich Man. That one I love. That chorus in that is so fun to just shout and sing along to. Penny Lane, Strawberry Fields Forever, Hello Goodbye, All You Need Is Love. Those all speak for themselves, just like I Am the Walrus. Like, all bangers, easy bangers. Strawberry Fields Forever is like really, really crazy experimental. That one has like down-tuned vocals and reverse drum parts and like it's like crazy. It's actually crazy.
Yeah. No, I fuck. It's interesting when there's like songs that you can know fuck all about music and you just know this shit's crazy, you know what I mean? Like that's me basically listening to it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I can't interpolate any of the fucking like specific instruments they're using right now, but they're doing something right.
Yeah. This album is actually, I think, pretty good. I don't think it's as good as Sgt. Pepper's.
Yeah.
I think I'll put it in A tier.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you.
Yeah, because the first, I like the songs in the first half, but like, they're not like awesome songs. They're like good.
Yeah, none of these are my favorite. Like, I Am the Walrus is Here's the thing. I Am the Walrus is like, I really fucking love that song, but I wouldn't say it's like one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, same. Like, it's a song where if I hear it, I'm like, okay, let's go, banger.
Yeah.
But I don't ever go out of my way to hear it.
Yeah. I will say though, I Am the Walrus. If we want to look at the lyrics, because I think the lyrics are interesting on this one. I always remembered it. It struck me weird.
Do you
Because I think
notice?
they're talking about cops, or like they
So,
allude to cops.
so here's actually the funny thing about "I'm the Walrus." So the lyrics for "I'm the Walrus," John Lennon had heard that there were actual classes in school dedicated to breaking down their lyrics. So he
Yeah.
purposefully wrote this song to not be interpreted. He basically just made nonsense, is what his idea was for this song.
That's awesome. I mean, bro, I'm the type of guy I'll find meaning in fucking like string cheese on the floor, bro.
No, yeah, like I feel like that's the beauty of music is like you can find meaning, and even if it isn't what the artist intended, it can have can have a meaning for you, right?
Mm-hmm. No, what are you talking about? There's only objective reality, Mike.
True. Red pill, red pill. There's only
Yeah.
one truth.
Yeah.
I am he as you are me, and we are all together.
Absolutely genius right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely genius. We gotta break down, like, we could spend 2 hours breaking down just that lyric, I would say.
What's another?
I'm joking saying that, but like I feel like I actually could spend way too much fucking time microanalyzing that line. You know?
No,
what I
yeah,
mean?
no, I 100%. Like yellow matter custard dripping from a dead dog's eye. Crabba locker fishwife pornographic priestess. Boy, you've been a naughty girl. You let your knickers down.
Bro, the fact like this is like, man, this literally looks like it was fucking put into an AI machine, bro. John Lennon, this guy fucking used AI to generate these lyrics, bro. I'm convinced. He traveled to the fucking future and had the AI generate this fucking song.
True. Holy shit, Vicky, you talked about the Beatles Eiffel towering someone. Well, there's the lyrics. Semolina Pilchard climbing up the Eiffel Tower. Elementary Penguin singing Hare Krishna. Man, you should have seen them kicking Edgar Allan Poe. Why Edgar Allan?
Like, it does read like a really poorly trained AI, but man,
Dude, this is AI art, but like music form.
oh my god, yeah. Oompa, oompa. Wait, oh, I don't even remember this last half here. The slave line. I don't remember this shit.
The what?
This is probably sorry for the. I'm still looking at the lyrics. The
Yeah,
last
okay.
the last fucking part of the lyrics. I don't even remember this from the song, but it's probably because it's like mixed in with all the chaos and shit. Like it's probably really underplayed.
Oh yeah, that's like that radio sound that's playing in the
Yeah.
background during the outro as it's fading out.
Yeah.
Those are like just a bunch of different radio recordings that they threw in the end there.
Yeah. That's, dude. Justin Bieber needs to start experimenting more, bro.
Dude, imagine if Justin Bieber just went like the same route as the Beatles, where he just makes crazy experimental music.
Yeah, and isn't just a fucking, just like a teeny bopper for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
I mean, I will be upfront. I do like some of Justin Bieber's music from like
Yeah.
in the last 5 years, but
What's the one he did with Skrillex?
oh, that one was great. That was a Where Are You Now When I Need You? That one.
Right.
And then it's got that the crazy hook. Ah, I actually love that song.
Yeah. No.
I could say the songs I like from him, and like I have them like on one hand. I think I can count them. There's What Do You Mean? I actually like that one. The one that we just talked about, the Skrillex one. I like. All right, I know it's a bad song, 100% objectively terrible, but I like Yummy. I don't know why. I like that song. I like Peaches, and then I like his feature on Need You on Stay with Kid Leroy or whatever that guy's name is.
Yeah.
So those are like the 5 Bieber songs I like.
All right. So maybe, how about Harry Styles?
I like Harry Styles. I actually really appreciate that he has like a clear love for like older music. I
Yeah.
actually did there's a cover of one of his songs on my channel. What is it? It's Adore You. I think that's the song. I have a cover of his song on of that song. But I like Watermelon Sugar. I like Sign of the Times. I like As It Was. I like Harry Styles. He's good.
Yeah. You know, I would probably sooner if we were to use an example of like a modern day boy band, whatever. I guess I mean I wouldn't say One Direction is going to be very historically relevant,
Right.
but Harry Styles is like a more interesting, I think, musician than Justin Bieber now. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I think
Like,
Harry Styles is probably a good analogy. Not analogy. I think you could put Harry Styles to Paul McCartney and find similarities.
yeah, and like Harry Styles, I don't think this is crazy to say. I think he's more of a heartthrob than Justin Bieber is today. You know what I mean? Like, I
Oh
think
yeah.
Justin Bieber's kind of falling off of that fucking wavelength, which I don't even think that's a bad thing or anything. Like, it probably sucks cock to be, that fucking analyzed and shit.
I feel like Justin Bieber now is probably happier than he ever was when he was
Yeah,
doing like Baby.
yeah.
I mean, I assume he's happily married. He sings about his wife all the time, which is kind of sweet.
Yeah. I fucking hate Justin Bieber, bro. Being happy and shit. What the fuck?
True. Fuck Justin Bieber. So this album this one has the most ups and downs, I think. This is the White Album, the Beatles.
Okay. Yeah.
It has so this is the only album that has two songs that I actually dislike.
Whoa.
Which would be Wild Honey Pie.
Take it easy, Mike.
Wild Honey Pie, I mean, it's funny, but it's like it's not a good song. And then Revolution 9, which is
Hey,
8.
whoa.
Mhm.
Whoa. You're hating on my boy Revolution 9?
Revolution 9, it is a experience. I call it a very interesting musical experience that I would recommend everyone listening to, but as a song, it is not a fucking song. It is like
Bro,
crazy insane, that song.
you're telling me when they fucking hit the you're telling me when they hit the
Oh god.
you're telling me that didn't go hard?
Oh, it goes hard, but it's not a song.
Yeah, bro, that's fucking gibberish, man.
It's like it's crazy, and I do actually, unironically, I do recommend people hear the song, quote unquote song, because it is a auditory experience, no doubt,
Mhm.
but it is not a song. It is like
It'd be great in a horror movie or a horror video game or something.
no, definitely it is actually there's parts of it that are actually kind of like scary. Like it's scary to listen to
Yeah.
at parts. There's the part where like there's like baby sounds. What was that? Revolution 9. I would play it for you guys, but I don't want to get oh, you know what? All right. I'm going to put a poll in chat and then we'll decide at the end. So I'll let you guys decide if you want to hear it.
It's
What
not like a
do-
coherent song. Just keep that in mind.
All right, so here are the options. I will either close with Revolution 9 or a normal song. So you guys can decide if you want to hear Revolution 9 at the end of the stream, or you can hear it on your own time, and I'll just close with a normal song. If you get claimed, Gokanaru will claimed with you. Well, if it gets claimed, I'm just going to mute the segment because it'll be the outro song, so it's not a big deal.
Mamma mia.
Back in the USSR, Dear Prudence, Glass Onion, Obla Di Obla Da, which I actually like. The continuing story of Bungalow Bill, that song's actually like, and it's okay. It's nothing great. While My Guitar Gently Weeps is a banger. It's literally one of George Harrison's best songs.
Yeah.
Happiness is a Warm Gun. Martha, My Dear. I'm So Tired. Which Martha, My Dear, by the way, was actually a song Paul McCartney wrote about his dog, which is really cute.
I'll say, bro, this is guaranteed the album I am the least familiar with.
Oh, you should actually listen to it because it is interesting. It's a double album, so there's a lot of songs. It's,
I can see that. Yeah.
But I would recommend hearing it.
What are like low key bangers on this that aren't like already big ass music songs?
In my opinion,
Beatles
the
song.
banger songs on this, I'll just point out what I think the highlights are. Back in the USSR, Dear Prudence, I think Glass Onion's a good deep cut from this. Obla Deep Obla Da is a song that a lot of people dislike. I like it though. While My Guitar Gently Weeps, obvious banger. Happiness is a Warm Gun is a banger. I personally really like Martha My Dear, but that's because I know it's about his dog, and that makes me it just puts a smile on my face because it's so wholesome to write a song about your dog.
Yeah.
I'm So Tired. Blackbird is an absolute banger. Piggies is fun. Rocky Raccoon is a nice little ballad. There's a lot of really good stuff here. Don't Pass Me By is Ringo's first full credit song. It's okay. It's nothing great. Why Don't We Do It in the Road is fun. Fun as hell. I Will is a good love song. Julia is a song John Lennon wrote about his mom, and it's really good and really touching. Birthday is just, that's another great song. Your Blues is like, if you ever want to hear like an example of John Lennon playing lead guitar, Your Blues shows a lot of like how good he actually is, because he's actually pretty good on guitar.
The vocals on Your Blues kind of go hard.
Oh yeah, the screaming and the shouting, it's good. Everybody's Got Something to Hide Except for Me and My Monkey is probably the best deep cut from this album. That song's a banger. I love that song.
I heard that song. Holy fuck.
Sexy Sadie's good. Helter Skelter. Helter Skelter literally inspired like most of the metal artists that came after the Beatles. Like a lot of.
Was that a phrase before them, or did they make that phrase?
Helter Skelter is I think it's named after like a slide or something like that, and then Charles Manson used that phrase for his insanity.
Holy shit! I just started listening to Helter Skelter, and this probably sounds like a '90s band.
Dude, it is heavy. It is like Paul wrote it because he got tired of everyone saying, "Oh, he writes like really soft songs." You know, he's never written anything heavy. John Lennon's the heavy songwriter. So he was like, "Okay, I'll show you guys that I can write a heavy song." And then he wrote Helter Skelter, which is like some people consider proto-punk or proto-metal.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
And, you know, there are, like, I think literally the drummer from Black Sabbath said Helter Skelter was a big inspiration for him.
Mm-hmm.
So, Long, Long, Long is a really interesting song. Revolution 1 is actually the original way Revolution was going to sound like. Because we all know classic Revolution with the distorted guitars. Revolution 1 was what it was going to originally sound like. Honey Pie.
Revolution 9? Like, this is... Wait, what do you mean? Like...
So, no, Revolution 1... So, Revolution 1 was not the first take, but it was what... You know Revolution, right? You say you want a revolution.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So this is what it originally was going to sound like, and it's like more...
Interesting.
It's more bluesy, acousticy than what it became.
They wanted to maybe make it more of a banger than experiment.
Yeah. And then
maybe they just wanted to like stay on brand at that time. I don't know.
Well, they wanted something softer, and then everyone else was like, this isn't going to work as a single, like you got to like ramp it up. So then they made the one that became the single that we all know.
Yeah.
I don't know why Revolution 9 is called Revolution 9. It just is.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because... Oh, actually, I know. I remember why. So, there's a part in Revolution 9 where you hear John Lennon going, right! Where he's, like, screaming right over and over again. That was from the 9th take of Revolution, where they just started jamming, and he was, like, screaming into the mic like crazy. So that actually comes from that.
Interesting.
Savoy Truffle is a super underrated Harrison song. Cry Baby Cry's okay. And then Good Night is how it closes, and it's like a lullaby that Lennon wrote for his son that Ringo sings, and it's actually really sweet, and I like it a lot.
Fuck, what year was this?
This
already,
this came out in 68.
Interesting. Was the son Yoko Ono's?
No, that was his second son. His first son was with Cynthia Lennon.
Okay.
I think that is the what. Since I think it's pretty public knowledge that John Lennon was a domestic abuser. I think that was the wife that he was domestically abusive with.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Goddamn. I'm pretty sure that John Lennon traveled to the future and saw Mel Gibson doing shit like that and thought it was like kind of hardcore.
Yoko Ono, don't you mean Anissa Joma? Good one.
What the fuck?
Dude.
What the fuck?
Actually demolished.
Jesus, that's a diss. Holy fuck. That's a diss on both of them. Like, how the fuck can you manage to diss both of them by comparing them to each other? You know what I mean?
Damn, bro. Oh my god, I love. So I noticed when Twitter got changed to Elon, I was so curious if Anissa Joma was. I don't know if she did make a tweet complaining about it, but it'd be funny if she did, because I would love to see someone respond to her with the tweet she made when Leafy got banned about, well, it's their company and they can do what they want.
Oh yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying. Like, if it's Elon's company, he can do whatever he wants. Everything, yeah.
Yeah, that should be her logic. I don't know if she did say anything though.
Yeah.
She sucks.
I don't know. Yeah. Fuck, that's funny.
But
Yoko Ono.
I do think the White Album, I think it still goes in A tier. I think even though it does have a lot of lows, it has a lot of highs to make up for it.
Okay.
So we're at Abbey Road.
Yeah.
So the interesting thing about Abbey Road, so Abbey Road was their second to last album released, but this was actually the last album they recorded, because they actually wrote Let It Be before this.
Okay.
White Album is a good stand. I guess that's a JoJo reference. Mike thinks anything white is good. Hashtag self-hatred. Good one.
Mm-hmm.
So we're at Abbey Road. I mean, this is my favorite album from them. This has Come Together, which is an absolute banger. It has Something, Maxwell's Silver Hammer, Oh Darling, Octopus's Garden, I Want You, She's So Heavy, Here Comes the Sun, Because, and then at that point, it starts the melody, which is You Never Give Me Your Money, Sun King, Mean Mr. Mustard, Polythene Pam, She Came In Through the Bathroom Window, Golden Slumbers, Carry That Weight, and then it ends with The End, but then there's a hidden track for Her Majesty.
Hidden track, interesting. Oh, it's like 20 seconds or so.
Yeah, it's like Her Majesty's a really nice girl, but she hasn't got a lot to say. It's like this little. It's okay.
She's a little fucking bitch when you really think about it.
Like it was supposed to. I think originally it was supposed to go between Polythene Pam and She Came In Through the Bathroom Window.
Oh.
But they just moved it there for whatever reason.
When you say hidden, how would they hide it?
So back then, you would have your track listings on an album, because right now on Spotify, you see every track that's on there, right?
Right. Yeah.
So back then, you only had your vinyl. So that means like on like the listing of songs, it wouldn't say Her Majesty is there. It would just say The End, and then if you wait long enough, the song would play.
Right.
That's like hidden tracks are like a lost art now because of like my band technically has a hidden track at the end of our album, but obviously it's listed, so it's only a hidden track if you're not looking at the listing. Like Green Day. Green Day's Dookie ends with a hidden track all by myself, but you know.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of albums that would, not a lot, but there would be every now and again different artists would have hidden tracks at the end of their album. They would usually they would either be little jokes or they would be song ideas that they didn't really flesh out or thought it could be its own song.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, pretty much.
Yeah. That's dope though. I think that's really cool. The meta of being able to sell shit physically, right? Now I guess it's mainly streaming, but yeah. Damn.
I mean, I think this album's S tier again.
Yeah. Bro, Come Together is absolutely one of my favorite Beatles songs. I absolutely love Come Together. Just such a fucking, just a really hardcore vibe, you know? Like just something about it. It's like, it's got a powerful aura, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's just such a, it's like one of those songs that literally personifies the feeling of like cool. Like it's such a cool sounding song.
Yup. They could be literally saying fucking anything in this song. They could be singing about how they're like jacking off the furry porn in this song, and I'd be like, God fucking damn, that goes hard.
Yeah, and then Octopus's Garden. I mean that's the second song Ringo wrote for the Beatles, and that's unironically a really good song. I really like Octopus's Garden.
Yeah, I'm curious. Okay, I love Carry That Weight. I'm curious if this is what inspired the quote from Cowboy Bebop. I love the concept of like, carrying your fucking weight or whatever, like your baggage's weight.
Hmm.
Fucking beautiful, tight little song. God damn. I wonder. I'm curious. Let me just look it up real quick.
Okay.
Cowboy Bebop, Carry That Weight. Oh, it is. It's a reference to the fucking Beatles song. That's so awesome, dude. That's fucking awesome. So like, I don't know. Are you familiar with Cowboy Bebop?
I've seen some of it a really long time ago, but I still need to like actually watch
You're a
it.
piece of shit, Mike. Fuck you. No, seriously, man. Fuck you.
Hey man.
Okay, fine. You haven't seen Cowboy Bebop. Sure. The thing I'll say, the thing I'll say is, yeah, fucking, I'm trying to think how I can navigate this without spoilers. Whatever. I'll just be vague. But long story short, it's not like the Beatles song itself is like shown in the fucking anime or anything like that. But the whole thing with the anime is it's like very inspired by American music, but obviously
Right.
like Japanese people made it. Um, that's kind of like the meme, like with the cowboy meme, a little bit. You know what I mean? Because it's like a very American concept.
Yeah, it's like classic
'Cause
Western.
yeah, like in Japan, it would be like the samurai is like the cowboy type of thing. Um, but anyway, yeah, Cowboy Bebop, and the bebop is like a reference to the music of like I believe it was supposed to be like jazz or some shit like that. I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
it was a form of jazz.
Right. Yeah, and like there's a lot of jazziness in the fucking show, obviously, but yeah, let me just say there's like a quote in the fucking anime, uh, where basically like I would say a very climactic event occurs, and all that pops up on screen is you're gonna carry that weight, and it fucking hits like a brick. It's like such a beautiful quote to put there. Um, and yeah, it's interesting. Now I literally just looked it up, and it says that it was a reference to the Beatles song, and that it contextualizes the entirety of the anime in its closing, which is fucking sick. Like that is kind of badass, bro. To like have that cool ass quote at the end of your anime that's like a reference to like a tight 1 minute Beatles song.
Right. Well, is that does the show end with that text? You're gonna carry that weight.
Yeah, yeah,
Interesting. I do
yeah.
know. Chat's telling me about the soundtrack. I have heard a lot of the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack, and it is awesome. I love that soundtrack.
Yeah, that's actually one of the few anime soundtracks that I pretty well know by heart. Yeah, like I would say actually that's probably the only one that I know by heart.
Right.
Yeah, lots of fun stuff in that too. Like lots of weird shit. Anyway, yeah, no, I like Carry That Weight a lot.
It's a great song. The whole medley is like really cool. Like having all those songs interconnect with each other.
hmm Is it all of like all of the dudes are singing in Carry That Way, right?
Yes, all of them are singing on "Carry That Weight." I think the voice that you probably hear most prominently is Ringo's, but all of them are singing on that one.
Yeah, I wonder if there's any other songs where they're all in harmony like that, like the whole song.
Um, where all four of them are singing. I don't know if there is. There's a lot of songs where all three of them are singing. Like Because is a
Yeah.
crazy song, by the way. Like with the harmonies and everything. But
Is that in this album?
that's in that album. That's before the medley starts.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
But I can't think of another song where all four of them are singing at the same time. Unless it's like, to get a crowd voice, but not like to like actually sing.
Right, right.
But we're at the last album now.
Aw.
This is Let It Be, which is as we said before, it had a really rough recording history. And the album does have a few bangers on it, like Two of Us, Then there's Dig a
Oh, my
Pony.
brain dead. Did we already zoom by fucking Dr. Pepper?
Sergeant Pepper.
Sorry. Yeah, Sergeant Pepper.
Yeah, we already did Sergeant Pepper.
Holy shit, I have such a gap in my memory. That's crazy. Okay, all right, awesome. Let's fucking. Sorry, go on.
There's Two of Us, Dig a Pony, Across the Universe, which is a beautiful song. I Me Mine, Dig It, which is just like a little bit. Then there's Let It Be.
The B is great.
Yeah. Then there's Maggie May, which is another little bit. Then there's I've Got a Feeling, One After 909, The Long and Winding Road, For You Blue, and then it closes with Get Back. I mean, there's a lot of bangers on this. There's Let It Be, Long and Winding Road, I've Got a Feeling, Two of Us, Across the Universe. I think that might actually be my favorite from this album. I really, really like that song.
You were saying this wasn't the last album they recorded. It was technically Abbey Road.
Abbey Road was technically the last album they recorded because they recorded this one first, but this one did come out after.
Okay. Which one did they perform on the rooftop?
This one they performed on the rooftop.
Interesting.
Yeah, they played, if I remember correctly, the songs they played on the rooftop was Get Back, Dig a Pony, Don't Let Me Down, which is not on the actual album, but it was a single that came out around the time. What other songs? They sang One After 909. They sang I've Got a Feeling. I think those are the songs they performed on the rooftop.
Yeah.
But I do think there's a lot of great stuff on this album, but honestly, I think it's just A tier. I don't think it reaches S tier status.
I can co-sign that. Yeah.
So at the end of this,
nothing here. Yeah, there's nothing here that's like absolutely like awesome to me, or like in terms of Beatles. Obviously, is just like one of my favorite.
Yeah. Like there are obviously the bangers here, but there's also like songs that are like kind of just okay.
I mean, Get Back is awesome, to be fair. As well.
Get Back's great. That's another fun song to play on guitar for me. But yeah, so what we got here is in S tier, we have Revolver, Sgt. Pepper's, and Abbey Road. In A tier, we have Help, Rubber Soul, Magical Mystery Tour, The White Album, and Let It Be. In B tier, we have Please Please Me and A Hard Day's Night. And then in C tier, we have With the Beatles and Beatles for Sale.
God damn. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah. So, I guess now that we're at the end, I'll just check Twitter real quick to see if anyone had any questions for you. Let's see here. Nexajed asks, has Gokanaru been keeping up with the H3 drama?
Oh yeah, bro. I watch every podcast episode.
Do you really?
No, bro. I have no idea.
That would sound like torture. Their shit is...
Yeah, it would be kind of mentally fucked of me to do that, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I had the fucking like, I obviously am associated with H3 very heavily, at least at this stage. You know what I mean? Which makes sense because like if you're gonna have a fucking viral ass video, you know, if you don't have like a bunch of other ones, like there'll only be one specific thing that people remember you for. But like, I'm just kind of glad that I wrapped up that whole like kind of drama or whatever. Like I got to have like a final video where I was like, I don't really I don't plan on making any more of these or whatever, because that gave me just the confidence to just be like, I'm probably just not gonna give a shit about H3 anymore. Like I'm over it, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like honestly, ever since like your video was, I mean, probably is obvious. That's the first thing I saw from you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it was really good. And I was really upset when it was taken down. Like I think a lot of people were. But
I appreciate that, Mike. Thank you.
Of course. But I was just like, it's funny when I look at how he was back then to how much further he's fallen now. I didn't think it would get so much worse than it was back then. Like I was like, I guess that really was a turning point where maybe H3 could have really fixed this shit up and gotten better again. But yeah, he's just like, I think he's unsalvageable now. Shout out to H3.
Right.
He did do a nice thing for Boblax by buying all his plushies. But like,
That's awesome. What
yeah,
the
he like, cause like Boblax needed to sell, I think, what was it, like another 150 plushies or something like that, and he just straight up bought all of it. I don't know what the context was.
What the fuck?
I don't know
dude?
why he
That's
did it,
so funny.
but he did do it, and regardless of what his intentions were, it was still a
Bro.
nice thing to do for Boblax.
Dude, that's so fucking funny, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god, because I saw the fucking clip on Twitter. I think that H3 like unironically thinks that Boblax is funny. You know what I mean? Like just like a really funny guy.
Yeah.
Because I saw that fucking clip where Boblax was like screaming or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what
he
I mean?
was shouting about something.
Yeah.
Those are, by the way, I love whenever Boblax does that shit on his channel. Where
Yeah.
he's just like I remember there was this one chick who was like her name was Diva, and she was saying something, and Boblax was like, what do you talk? Wait, he's like, okay, hold on, let me check your channel. And he's like, you got 200 subs, man, you're nothing, you don't have anything. He's like screaming at the top of his lungs.
Yeah.
I was shocked when Ethan monetized his brother-in-law getting abused while starting a podcast with the abuser. Shout out to Boblax, though. I like him. Jesus.
Yeah, man, dude. Boblax is one of the very, very few guys who can be cringe, but it's so funny. Like, do you know what I mean?
No,
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Because usually, like if I try too hard to be funny, which is a very often occurrence, it's to me I'm just like that. Wow, that was just cringe. Holy fuck! But for when I see Boblax fucking like re-screaming, it's just like that is pure comedy. That's like absolutely mint.
Yeah. I like Boblax a lot. He's been nothing but good to me. He's actually going to be on this podcast next week.
Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, we're going to do Sonic.
Oh, you got a bunch of headliners. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Because last time you had Willie Mack, right? Like I was listening.
Yeah, I had Willie Mack on. I've had Big B on. He was one of my first guests.
Okay.
I had Tommy C on. Augie was on once. Nicholas Diorio was on for the Marvel episode. I had Dead on Dave on. Yeah, I've been pretty fortunate to have a lot of good guests on.
Fucking lucky bastard, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm kind of curious, bro. Like when I learned that you were an extremely talented artist, and that you were actually like not just like casually interested, but like deep into like the commentary community. What the fuck is up with that, bro? Like when I just didn't expect it. I was like, holy shit, I didn't realize the commentary community had such like raw talent. You know what I mean?
I mean, for me, I've been watching commentary and stuff like that since like 2015, 2016. I actually was really big, and still am, into Tommy C. I watched Tommy C. Was like, I don't remember what the order of things was, but I know I saw Leafy, and then from Leafy, I think I found Colossal. And then I was seeing if Colossal had done like any interviews, because he had so few videos, but I was so intrigued by Colossal, so I was like, I wonder if anyone's done an interview. And that's when I found Tommy C, and that was right before Baited had started, actually.
Oh, right before Baited.
Yeah,
Okay.
he did an interview with him right before Baited. And then basically from there, I was just like a fan of Tommy. Like, I was like, I've always liked Tommy. I've always found him, he can be over the top and stuff like that, but he's always like, I think he's the kind of guy who, if he fucks up, he's more than ready to admit he's fucked up. And that's something I always respect. So yeah, big fan of Tommy. And then I was just kind of someone that was in the chat all the time. I was trying to do YouTube at the time. I was trying to do some Let's Plays and some commentary of my own. But I realized, like, I don't really have the chops for that kind of stuff, at least not as I am. So those videos got deleted forever ago. And then I think it was with the Pescator. I don't know if you know about that drama.
Okay, yeah.
Josh Pescator, he basically was the guy that used to work for Keemstar, and then he stole Keemstar's channel. And so basically, they started making fun of Pescator, and he had like this big blow up on a call where he was screaming about how he's got enough money to buy Nick's house, burn it down, build it up, then burn it down again.
Okay.
He was going absolutely
That's fucking
schizo.
mentally ill.
He was like actually going schizo. So then I went ahead and I was just watching Augie playing, and he went ahead, like Nick got on call and started singing Hey There Delilah, but like about Pescator, and that like just sparked him. I'm like, oh, that would make for an actual funny meme. So I was seeing if I would do a parody of that, and then Jada, who's the one that I ended up singing with on the new parody I just released, she was gonna do that. So I decided, you know what, let me do a parody of Dust in the Wind on Pescator, and that's basically how I started doing the music on my channel.
Wicked.
I've been in a band since I was since like 2010. So it's funny that I never thought to do music on YouTube, but I think it's just because I wanted to put all my musical focus on my band, which it still mostly is. Like anytime I get to promote my band with my anytime I get to promote my band through my channel, I take the opportunity because my first and foremost passion is my band. But if I could make it on YouTube doing parodies and streaming, and eventually I want to do video essays on games and stuff like that. Like I want to do videos on the Kingdom Hearts games.
Yeah. Wait, which games?
Kingdom Hearts.
Dead ass?
Yeah, dead ass.
That's tight. All right.
Are you into Kingdom Hearts?
No. I'm not. I'm just like I'm surprised. I just didn't expect you to be into Kingdom Hearts. Like I know of Kingdom Hearts. I'm not hating at all. I'm just like very like it's actually like kind of endearing, bro. Like that's like I'm curious what would be like the topic for a video essay on Kingdom Hearts.
Well, what I really want to do is do videos on Kingdom Hearts 3 because when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, Kingdom Hearts was a very near and dear game series to me. I played it. The first one I played in 2003 when I was like 9 years old.
Which game? What's it called?
Kingdom Hearts, the first one.
Oh my bad. Okay.
I played the original one in 2003, and from then on I was hooked to the series. And then Kingdom Hearts 2 came out in 2005 or 6, and then it wasn't until 2019 that Kingdom Hearts 3 came out.
Right.
And for the longest time, I was like, what is this game? Like, it's not terrible, but it's not great. Like, in my head, I was like, it's like a 7 or a 6 out of 10, because I like to look at media critically.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And this year, basically, I came to the conclusion, like, this game's a 4 out of 10. And I really feel like I need to express why. So I wanted to do a video essay on Kingdom Hearts 3, but I felt if I'm going to do that, I need to do video essays on all the other games first to build up my narrative of why I think Kingdom Hearts 3 is so bad.
Right. Okay. Interesting. Okay, that's funny. I was imagining a video essay where you were like exploring some deep topic into the game or whatever. Like I thought it would be like a Jacob Geller type of thing where you're just like doing a deep dive into a game, but it's basically going to be critical then, right? Like,
yeah, it's like a critical like review. Like, do you know who Mahler is?
Yeah.
It'll be kind of like that, not as long as that, but it will be critical like that, basically.
Oh, okay. That I could totally see that like working. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's a shit ton of funny stuff that you can like point out.
Yeah. like I'm projecting that the Kingdom Hearts 3 review will be probably 3 hours long, right around that time. The first game, I don't know how long I'm gonna do that one for.
Wait, you would make it the review 3 hours long?
Depends how long it would take me.
That basically is a Mahler video.
Yeah, well, Mahler, dude, old Mahler videos, you're like, damn, those are long because they're like all 2 hours and 3 hours. But now this guy just pops out 10-hour videos, and it's like, Jesus
Holy
Christ.
Fucking shit, dude! I haven't watched Mahler in probably 3 years, so that makes sense.
I do still watch his videos. I love his shit, but yeah, they are very long. But at my job, I basically I'm security. So I'm not watching videos, but I can have a headpiece in. So I just listen to shit. Like, lately I've been just listening to Destiny streams. Yeah. But, like, whenever a Mahler video does come out, or if EFAP comes out, then that's what I'll be listening to while at work.
Interesting. EFAP is the one with Rags, right?
Yeah, he does that with Rags and a bunch of other people.
Yeah, I got fucking invited to that like 4 years ago after my H3 video, and I never
Huh.
ended up going on because I was like, I was actually confused there because they were like, they were like, sometimes we go like for like 8 hours or whatever, and I was like, holy fuck, I don't even know how I would like be entertaining for that long.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with that because so for the month of December, I'm trying to stream every single day, but
Okay,
on the 16th to 17th, I'm gonna be doing a 24-hour charity stream.
okay,
So
interesting.
yeah, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna kill the time for that. I was actually gonna ask you, but I'll give you more details about it. But would you be interested in passing by during that stream?
Potentially, yeah. I'm not sure what I'll be up to at that time though. If it can be like less formal, I might not. I might have to like let you know sooner to the time.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. I'll let
But
you
yeah,
know.
no,
I'll let you know more
I
about it
yeah,
later through DMs. But
yeah, I have no fucking issues with just popping by and being a little fella for like 20 minutes or whatever.
nice. All right, thanks.
And just coming in and just ruining your night, just making you go to bed crying and shit.
True. I can't believe you skipped my question, Teddy. I'm not reading your question.
Well, okay, don't read it, man. Never mind, never mind.
It was a retarded question. It wasn't a real question.
I want to say you haven't been making fun of me enough, bro. That's one thing I've picked up on.
I don't know what to make fun of you about.
I'm sure if you, well, okay, all right. You know what? Let's not actually. Let's just not. Let me just not give you ammunition.
I mean, I could do a parody on you if someone gives me an idea, but you know.
It's just, yeah. I would, yeah. I just wake up one morning. It's like, Gokanaru is a pedophile.
That would be based.
It's
Did you
just
know that like
torture,
after the
man.
flamenco drama, Tommy C actually paid me to do a song calling him a pedophile to prove a point.
Oh my God, Mike the Bike gets.
It was a pinball wizard parody.
That's wait, dude. Is this public or is that a joke?
Yeah, no, it's in my channel.
Oh my fucking God,
I'll show you.
Mike, what the fuck?
Tommy paid me to do it.
Damn, I wish there was someone else I could commission. I'll just get them to sing a song. It's like, oh yeah, I'm suing Mike for libel.
Look here, pedo wizard.
Dude, that thumbnail is outrageous. This one get claimed?
Probably get claimed, but I'll just mute the segment. I'm just gonna show you a bit of it.
I love Pinball Wizard.
It's a great song. Absolute classic. Let's see, I think I got the lyrics here. There we go.
The text bouncing and shit is just so perfect.
That's the first verse. Yeah.
Oh, I just fucking.
Oh, and I did a song on I got permission to do a song on Quantum TV. Yeah, I got all sorts of little ditties.
I just sprayed my monitor with water, bro.
And the funny thing is, so the lyrics of that song were actually written by a guy named Pimpin' Pete. He's actually from Tommy C's news team. He does a lot of Tommy C's thumbnails, and he's done a few thumbnails for me. Like, he actually did the Pedo Wizard thumbnail. Dude, he's a great lyricist. He's awesome. Pimpin' Pete. Awesome guy. Yeah. But yeah.
That is. Wait, sorry. He did what? Part of that?
He did the lyrics for that, basically. So he wrote the lyrics, I perform it. He's the one Pimpin' Pete is the guy I collab with most when it comes to lyrics. Like, whenever I have a tough time coming up with lyrics, I hit him up, and he's just like a god at writing like parody lyrics.
Oh my God.
Like so the new parody I released, Flam, he basically wrote the entire lyrics. The lyrics were too long to fit into the description, so I had to put it on a twit longer. But yeah, he's like top tier writer in my opinion.
I'm actually, I would maybe be interested in following him just because I'm not super clever with lyrics or anything like that. And if I ever need a a song that's just calling someone a pedophile, I feel like it might be best if I can just blame him and not be like, yeah, I didn't make the lyrics, it wasn't me.
True. Actually, true.
But yeah.
So there was something that you wanted to show me?
Yeah, I sent a picture of my
Oh, you
desk right
spitting
now.
water all over the place?
Well, yeah. I don't know. You can show the stream that. That's pretty exciting.
Okay, give me a second. Let's see here. Properties. So everyone can see these wonderful pictures.
Yeah, I'll send my my very important tax documents that I haven't opened in 6 months.
Based.
They're now ruined thanks to Mike.
But there was something that you wanted a sneak peek for you wanted like me to listen to, I think.
Yeah. Sorry. Did you show my vomit on the stream?
Yes, I did.
Awesome. What did they think about that?
They are laughing.
It's not that funny, guys. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So I commissioned Mike for a song, and it turned out really fucking fun and awesome. And the video that I'm using it in, it has a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of shit going on, and so I commissioned somebody else for audio, and I'm just wanted to get Mike's initial reaction to this audio. It should not ding you for copyright. I really hope it doesn't, but yeah, it is technically a remix in a way of "Ain't It Funny" by Danny Brown. I don't know if you're familiar.
I don't think I know that one.
Awesome. Just don't look it up. Just don't look it up. I want to hear your raw fucking reaction, bro. Just sorry, I'm gonna need a minute just to find it and
Alright.
upload it to you.
No problem.
But yeah, what's the chat saying? Yo, chat, if you're listening right now, what's up?
Yeah, chat, what's up?
Chat, what's your favorite dildo shape?
I'm soft. Someone says I'm soft.
That's fucking cringe. Ooh. One moment, please.
Gotcha.
Oh. Mamma mia. Mike, do you have a what's the term? Are you like do you have like a full-time job or whatever?
Yeah, I work security.
That's pretty tight actually. Security is okay. I want to hear, because I've thought about getting a job as basically like security, like if you get like the overnight shift at like like a construction site or whatever to make sure no one steals shit. But I wanted to know, what are the downsides? Like, just take this opportunity to just complain about your job for a bit.
Well, if you're gonna do an overnight shift, so I'm guessing like a graveyard shift, like 10 p.m.
Yeah.
to 6 a.m., that kind of thing.
Yeah.
The downside of that is literally I would never let Mike secure for me. All right, I'm banning you from my channel. You're banned, Vicky. Banned. All right, no.
Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here, Vicky.
Yeah, fuck off, Vicky. All right. So
Vicky, I'm gonna kill you in real life.
the downside of the graveyard shift would basically be it really fucks up your sleeping and eating schedule, and it's really fast track to getting unhealthy very fast.
Yeah. I have a fucked up sleep schedule already, and like, it is 100% true. When you have a totally upside down sleep schedule, you're like, bro, like even your hormones get fucked up, much less like your mood. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I felt when I had that sleep schedule, I was more prone to like, even on a mental health level, like I was just more prone to like mood swings. Like I was more prone to like, it was just bad overall. Now, thankfully, I have early morning shift, so I work from 5 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Holy tits!
Yeah, so because
That's kind of mint though. That's awesome.
yeah, like all it means is I have to sleep early the day before work. I don't have to
You're-
because the way
yeah.
I did it before was if I was working 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., I would get home from work at like 7 a.m., go to sleep for like 4 hours, then around like 5 6 p.m. I would go back to sleep to get ready for work. And that type
Yeah.
of sleep schedule, it was good enough to make sure I was decently rested, but it wasn't good for like my body or my mental
Right.
health at all. But this schedule, I just got to go to bed at like 8 or 9. I get like a good 6-7 hours of sleep, and then I'm ready to go to work. And then I also work Monday through Friday, so basically I have Friday night off, I have Saturday off, and I basically have most of Sunday off. Mike is fueled by coke. It's not true. Not true at all.
I wouldn't be surprised. Mike is a very productive man.
Very,
From
very
everything I
productive.
can tell.
I don't do coke, alright?
You're like, all right, man, that's not fun.
It was only 2 times, alright? It's not my fault.
Yeah. Did you have withdrawals? How much do you do?
Oh, I just did a bump. I've never done like a line of coke or anything like that.
That's awesome. You know what's even better than coke? Ketamine.
Ketamine? Dude, that's my favorite. I put that shit with my cereal.
Yeah, Special K.
Special K.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's good.
Okay. I'm trying to send this thing one sec. Sorry, you were gonna say?
Any other downsides? I mean, thankfully I don't work anywhere that's like too like now where I'm working is probably the most I've been busy, where I've got to do a patrol every 20 minutes or so. But it's not like super hard work. It's just I got to be on the move, but it's not really hard work. And I'm in a pretty like safe area. There's not like a lot of crime where I work, so all those are like fine. But if you do work in an area that is more dangerous, then yeah, there's obviously all of those risks that come with it.
Mm-hmm.
And also my job in particular, so I used to get $8 an hour, now I get $13 an hour.
Wicked.
But there are no benefits for my job, so I don't get time off, none of the vacation hours, none of the health or anything like that. There's no benefits.
That's not wicked, but yeah.
But I'm also I'm also trying to finish school at the same time, so.
Dude, that's awesome. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to ask, like, is there downtime while you're working where it's like you can just focus on like either school or like fucking lyrics, YouTube shit? Like, what do you do when you're just chilling, or do you just like read and listen to music and stuff?
When I'm at work, I just basically listen to podcasts or streams. There are time like whenever there's a little bit of downtime, and during that downtime I might like if I'm in the mood I might write lyrics or something. But usually what I'll do if I have a little time by is I'll try planning stuff, like thinking about different things. But there's never really enough time to do schoolwork. There used to be when I was doing the graveyard shift, because I was at a hotel and the hotel had a computer room, and they allowed me to use the computer room to do some schoolwork while I was there. But now I don't have that. But I mean, it's fine. It just basically means that but with my new schedule, I mean, it's better for streaming. It's better for school. It's better for my band. So I mean, I'm doing a lot of things at once, but I am doing my best. I'm like managing the time pretty well. And also, my band, a few months ago, we started working on our next album, but we're taking a break from working on it for this month. So now that's why I'm putting that extra time I have into doing daily streams.
Dope. Why not stream on Twitch?
Because Twitch would fucking ban me so fucking fast.
Yeah, I mean, I don't stream on Twitch either, so I respect it, yeah.
Like, my language, like, I'm a 90s kid. I say retard. I say fag. I don't try to say the N-word as often as I used to before I was monetized. But
Mike, you're a piece of shit, man. I can't believe you.
You know, yeah, no, I would have been banned on that fucking, especially on my drinking streams. Nah, I would have gotten banned so fast.
Yeah, I get it. I feel the same way. But yeah, it's also kind of nice because if people like your parodies, they obviously like them on YouTube. So you might as well stream from the same place.
Yeah. Oh, and also, like Vicky said, plus I get super bears. Yeah, I can get super chats here. I'm already monetized here, so.
True. Yeah. True. Yeah. Fuck Twitch, man.
Yeah, Twitch sucks. Anyways, I'm gonna play this song for everybody.
Okay, whoa. Let me preface. Sorry, before you play for the people. This is supposed to be an outlandish musical arrangement. Okay, I fucking uh you know basically was telling the guy like I really want it to be like aggressive and like extremely attention grabbing. But what I want you to evaluate, Mike, is I want to know with your musical knowledge. This is technically not a finished product, but assume it is. Um, is it sonically sound? Like I want it to be offensive, but not offensive bad. I want it to be
You want it.
offensive, like
You want it
interesting.
to be. You want it to be offensive but not abrasive.
Right. It's more like I want it to be listenable, right? Like it's not like you hear that and then you're like, "Oh, fuck this video." I want it to just be like, okay, yeah, it's like very in your face, but I'm actually like very intrigued by it. So I want you to evaluate how much this interests you sonically, you know what I mean?
All right, let's hear it. Okay. I actually think it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I honestly think the thing you most need to look out for is the volume of it. Because if it is too loud, then it is, at this volume right here, it is kind of painful to listen to.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
down here, it's a really cool sound. I really liked when that tremolo guitar came in at the end. That was really cool.
Yeah.
But overall, I think that is really good. I think it is harsh. It's just whether it like fucks with the listener or not.
You're right.
It has that's all gonna be tied to the volume and how it's mixed. Also, I would say that you should get more opinions than mine because even though I am a music guy, I also have a very wide taste palette when it comes to music. So shit
Right.
that I like, some people would not like at all. Like this
Like a
kind of
normie, yeah.
yeah, like this kind of reminds me of the kind of music that's in Lisa. Let me see if I find it for you. Like where it's very
Lisa?
abrasive and strange, but it's
Right.
I like it. But some people
Mhm.
I've shown the songs before and they're like, I don't really like that. Like this one. This one's probably perfect actually.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm-
so
I'm
the
gonna-
use
I'm gonna share it for you so you can hear this.
Oh, sweet.
Alright, so this is it's this one. There's another one that's a good example of that. I'm trying to see if I find it. Down.
Sorry, is this a guy you know or is this like a famous artist?
This is the OST from a game called Lisa,
Cool.
which is an RPG Maker game. Very good game.
Cool.
The guy who made the game also did the OST. See, it's a really weird sound, but and there are like the air horn part is like that part is like particularly abrasive, but I think
Yeah.
it's done pretty well. This one is kind of actually gibberish. Let's not listen to that one. But yeah, so what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say that's yeah, okay, that's like similar to the vibe for sure. The difference is that one kind of it had a little bit of a soft like introduction,
Yeah.
whereas this one I wanted to front load the fucking like I wanted to when the okay, so the context I'm using it in for this video is basically the fucking intro, right? So it's like probably like maybe 30-second little like introduction whatever, and then basically it's like getting hit by a fucking truck, you know what I mean? It's like out of nowhere, boom, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious if that's gonna be. First of all, I might accidentally like I don't know, a couple ear doctors might have to get visited, but yeah, I'm hoping that it's not like offensive in the way where it's like, okay, yo, fuck this guy, I don't want to watch this video anymore.
No,
'Cause
yeah.
it's
If it doesn't like actually like hurt anybody's ears, like if it's not like actually like bass boosted or like really loud, I don't think you have to worry about that. I think sonically it's perfectly fine.
dope. Yeah, okay. Hopefully it'll help to have visuals too, so it's not just the fucking audio.
Yeah. But anyways,
It's good. I
that's
passed their test.
yeah. You've passed it with flying colors. But
Yay.
we've now reached the end of the podcast, so thank you very much for joining me, Gokanaru.
Thank you for having me, Mr. Michael.
Do you have anything coming up that you want to let the chat know?
Sure. I also stream every Friday. And yeah, I'm planning. I don't know. Do you play Minecraft, Mike?
I have played Minecraft, but I just don't play it that often.
Interesting. I am so I do again a weekly stream every Friday. So basically, yeah, next week I am next Friday, sorry, I'm probably going to be doing a Minecraft Hunger Games type tournament. I'll probably invite Mike to this. And even if he says
I'd
no,
be for sure down to go do that.
okay, dope. Yeah, it's all good if you're busy or whatever. But
What day would it be? Friday, right?
yeah, Friday like around 9ish. Yeah.
Which date is it? Are you thinking?
Oh, sorry. This Friday coming up.
This Friday coming up? Yeah, definitely. I should be able to do that.
Okay, awesome.
But I'll
Yeah,
let you know if anything comes up otherwise.
Yeah, no stress. Yeah, so basically I've been doing the streams, and then obviously you can like fucking subscribe to my channel. I have new videos that are gonna be fucking sick that Mike helped me with, and I'm very excited about. And if you're interested in fucking watching me destroy Mike in a Minecraft tournament, then I would join my Discord maybe and and watch the streams. But maybe prioritize Mike's streams, of course. But
Thank you.
yeah, if you're lonely on Friday night and Mike's busy getting turned and fucking singing karaoke, I'll be there for you, baby.
All right, sounds good. All right, thanks for joining me, man. I'm gonna hop off.
No, I love you, dude. Have a good one.
You too. All right, big shout out to Gokanaru for joining us. So the poll has spoken. We are ending with Revolution 9. This is 8 minutes long, so don't stress about staying for the whole experience. But this is Revolution 9. This is the song we were talking about from the White Album that I said is basically not really a song, and I think you'll all agree with me. By the time we finish it, let's listen to this together. Have a good night, everybody. Enjoy your Sunday. And we are out. That is not the song.